our the elbow. From the elbow to the palm, or what go in any hand area, or one you go in fist in any palm. Unless you move palm here, ko shake, ko move the fingers, my shake through. You know, my fist. The whole injury was the hand, but what in the suffering, injury is so bad that prime boy sọ pé òun àti Wùmí prime boy is correct àwọn èèyàn understand ni ó ní béèyàn ṣe ńlá police lè kó máa ṣe gbogbo kìíní ìbò wọn ò ṣe nǹkan kan ó ní béèyàn ṣe láti láyé èèyàn àti mainstream media prime boy did not follow them home ó lọlé ó gbalé tiẹ̀ lọ alábàáyé tóun ní nìyẹn so kò rí nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ so ìgbà tí ìjà yẹn continue technically ó yẹ kó lọ hospital for hand injury yẹn but Wunmi sọ pé Mohbad ò like the hospital because ó believe pé malians máa tún máa wá bá òun bẹ̀ irọ́ ló pa olórí burúkú ni Wunmi irọ́ ló pa nígbà táwọn malian thugs tó lo Mohbad inú hospital ló lọ tí blood pressure ẹ̀ high Mohbad was never avoiding any hospital what we knew then what we now know is while they were inside that house on top of this. Remember I said there's 15 people that live there.
Yeah.
And I extensively interviewed 4 people, 4 eyewitnesses who none of them know and nobody will know. Okay? They said they were witnessing the whole thing. Lori steps. Everybody knows that Rachel was there watching. He has refused to cooperate. Now, remember what Karimo said? Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ lókè kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ tó lórí railing tí railing bend tó bá dọ̀là wọn máa wá gbé ẹni bó ṣe ń bú Wùmí nìyẹn tó bá dọ̀là wọn máa wá gbé ẹni kí lẹ pé nọ́ọ̀sì fún kí railing tó bend nǹkan tẹ̀mí mọ̀ ni pé sharp object wọ́n fi bú Mohbad lòun wọ́n puncture ọrùn ẹ̀ ní ọrùn ẹ̀ wá bend ó wá break Mohbad was struggling now tẹ̀mí àti ẹ bá ń jà lókè step ọkọ tìyàwó. Tija low down the steps. Now listen to this carefully, guys. You have to be intelligent. Put it go to the IQ. Yes, my IQ is very high, 207, higher than Einstein. Amy ati daddy, my father is 89 years old, mathematician. Let me tell you something. You don't have to have an high IQ. It's the way the brain reacts. Most often spokesman NDLA now. But I'm answering papi tramadol she illustrate lórí presentation ni tẹ́ bá dúró sórí step okay pátápátá step ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn easy láti jà versus ìsàlẹ̀ pátápátá ibo ló ti easy láti jà ṣé bí ìsàlẹ̀ ló easy but tó bá wà lókè step tẹ́nìkan fight pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ your brain is programmed to looking at the steps going down that you will fall on it abi.
Yes.
Wọ́n ṣe drag ara wọn sísàlẹ̀ nìyẹn ó dẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí attack Wùmí bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí attack ọkọ ẹ̀ wọ́n ṣe jáde ní front door nìyẹn whatever Wùmí used either came from the broken glass or the broken metal in the car or something in the compound or even the railing Karimo has added railing to it now ó dẹ̀ gún pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ now nígbà tó gún pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí jáde gan. He was bleeding profusely. Point níta yẹn, that little bit of time, níta yẹn ni the camera capture time one scene. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
If they get that footage, the case is solved. Now, if you were to ask me what killed Mohbad, got to joke on Canadian crime reporters at Mohbad ṣiṣẹ́ America. One of my crime reporter friends is Soekpe. If it's not a premeditated murder, it looks like manslaughter. When you see some video, you pay Wummi logba manslaughter. Because when you really look at it, okay, if you look at the CC video, you will notice if they ever find that CC camera, you will notice that it will be showing Wummi as the aggressor and Mohbad fighting for his life. If you think you're trying to pull away from him, I want to man piece gbogbo kini together abroad now. If you see why Mohbad was possibly trying to pull away from this woman, ibẹ̀ ló ti ń punch. Kí lóbìnrin máa ń ṣe tí rapist bá fẹ́ rape tó fẹ́ pa tó fẹ́ strangle ẹ̀ ṣé kó máa fight back ni?
Yes.
Fighting back yẹn ni gbogbo swelling tẹ̀rí ní forehead Wùmí. Did you see the swelling?
Yes.
Fighting back yẹn ni swelling. Now, I want to know laja no, I want to get some punches. Rojo, I want to wà ní mọ́tò pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Everybody's face was swollen. Ade West, Felix, wọ́n ti pe Felix wá sí inquest sí wọ́n máa testify next week. Driver Felix. Don't you notice that everybody had swollen face?
Yes.
Níbi tán ti ń láì. Wùmí wá lọ pé Mohammed Yusuf ọlọ́pàá IPO. Ó wá ní kó ló máa harass the prime boy. Wọ́n rèé the prime boy lẹ́ẹ̀mejì. Ó wá sọ fún ní, if you are not careful, I will tell everybody what happened to your boyfriend. Boyfriend ló tún pè Mohbad. Oh, we're married legally now. Common law wife and husband, you know. So number one right there, could need any say to any of Mohbad's assets. Asset to call the same gbogbo ẹrù tán lọ kó lé àti gbogbo yẹn. But when it comes to his musical assets, ibi tó wà nìyẹn now. Close to $475,000 now, $475,000.
Dr. Kemi. Ma, báwo ni tí Iyabo bá sí bẹ̀bẹ̀ ṣe sọ? Àbí pé wọ́n pè. Torí mi wò pé script kan sáré kọ wọ́n gbọ́ kàdé àti Mr. Yomi àbí ṣe analysis ẹ̀sìn tó ń bá wa ṣe investigation. Like ṣé Wùmí ààrẹ balẹ̀ tó dá ẹ̀sìn tó máa ronú pé tó bá ṣe máa gbé gbàdé bá ṣe máa parọ́. Tó dẹ̀ máa perfect tó bóyá divert information wà lọ
She's what they call. Let me give you what it is. Wùmí is what they call a sociopath. Nǹkan kan wà tó ń pè ní psychopath, but Wùmí is a sociopath.
Because I know she's not bold enough to think straight that day.
No. She's a sociopath. Ṣé àwọn sociopaths wà trust wọn wá nice wọn social. Okay, ní rògbò wọn máa ṣe nǹkan kan. Lórí èmi sì Kẹ́mi Olúlọ́yọ̀ kí ló máa ń pè mad woman. Lánàá nígbà tí mo ní David Ondeye ló wà behind Kidum. She's mentally unstable. Ta ló tiẹ̀ máa wo fídíò yìí by 5 o'clock wọn ò lè sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́. Ṣé mo bá police sọ̀rọ̀? Ṣé mo bá police investigation? Mi ò bá wọn ṣe kankan. Mi ò bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀. Mo interview Aloba. Àtìgbà tí mo ti interview Aloba mo kí dáadáa. Mo dẹ̀ polówó account number to go for me. Ní tí bàbá yẹn sọ̀rọ̀. People want me to pair together with them. No, journalists don't insert themselves into story. Wummi is a sociopath. So what she did, àwọn sociopaths dem máa ń pa irọ́. Ṣorí àwọn ọlọ́ tó máa ń pè ní pathetic lies. Àwọn tó máa ń pa irọ́ tó máa wà very convincing. That's the kind of person she is. She's a sociopath. And what she did was basically told Mohammed Yusuf IPO to pin it on Prime Boy. But Prime Boy has ọmọ yẹn sunkún ní nàgbà tó ṣe fídíò yẹn. Dear Nigerians, ẹ bá mi bẹ̀ Mohammed Yusuf kó fúnilẹ̀ o, ò bá wọn délé o. Mo ní kí ló sunkún fún? O bá wọn délé alibi yẹn. You have a very strong alibi. You are not there. So they can't say you killed Mohbad. So let's talk about that CC camera footage. Kò sẹ́ni tó bá ní CC camera lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ or anywhere else, ó ń backup sínú nǹkan. In their own case, inú iPhone ló ń backup sí. Mo pe landlord mi lájà, former landlord mi lájà. Mo ní nígbà tó bá rí wa ń tà tá à ń fọṣọ ń tà, tá à ń sáṣọ ń wáyà. Where is that footage back? You know, this is right from my phone. I see everything. Anything you guys are doing outside my compound, I see. Nǹkan wá gbé kẹ̀kẹ́ $700 wá láti America. One of the tenants, ó pààkì síwájú. Guess what? Gateman sáré oúnjẹ bó ṣe padà kẹ̀kẹ́ ti lọ. A $700 vintage bike. Abape Kingsley, landlord, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Did you see anything on the CC camera? Ó ní Biola ò tan CC camera. Mo dáràn. So we don't know who took the bike. Eventually, they said those guys, those abokis that come and scavenge things in the trash. Ló wọlé tó sáré gbé. At the end of the day, wọ́n interview Biola tó ṣe tán CC kìnnìkan kìnnìkan ló ń kó gbàgbé ní orí jí ebi dẹ̀ pa wọn. So at the end of the day, it backs up into the phone of the owner. So, iCloud server low, at least 3 terabytes. That little footage of Wummi and Mohbad dragging themselves outside and one attacking the other and one fighting for his life to push him away. Kí ló dé tí Wummi ṣe bojú ẹ̀ nígbà tó lọ sí graveside tó wá rush ẹ̀ lọ gbogbo ojú ẹ̀ ti wú gbogbo forehead ẹ̀ ti wú ìgbà tó wá dé graveside ṣé gbogbo ilẹ̀ rí picture ẹ̀ tí mo fi arrow méjì sí. These are the little things that ọlọ́pàá is supposed to do. Ọlọ́pàá ò ṣe forensic finding wọn ò ṣe nǹkan kan. Now let's go back to Waheed Ayilara. CP of Akwa Ibom State died on the 29th last week. CP Ayilara was the DCP of Panti and the lead investigator for the Mohbad case. Nígbà tí mi wá ṣe investigation pẹ̀lú 15th of September ni mo bẹ̀rẹ̀, mo parí ní 30th of November. Àwọn tó bá ń follow me, many of you, most of you didn't follow me then. You are now following me now, many of you. But àwọn tó bá follow me bẹ́ẹ̀.
If you didn't follow me,
Wọ́n follow me.
Tipẹ́ follow you. Àti pé tí bàbá mi ṣàgbọ́n àwọn tó ti follow me.
Àti gba bàbá ṣe okay. So wá ní nǹkan tó wá ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé tó bá notice pé investigation Mohbad I finish it on 30th of November.
Yes.
But everybody pé I finish this investigation it cost me a lot of money mo dey ma submit ẹ̀ sọlọ́pàá. Gbogbo investigation tí mo ṣe máa ń submit to Nigerian police wọ́n ti Koza yẹn náà. Koza was very tedious. Nígbà tí Koza tán. Nígbà tọ́rọ̀ Koza tán kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ṣé police announce kankan wọ́n ti ṣe any statement nothing. George ní Bùsọ̀lá kò lọ san $1 million fún pastor for injuring his church. Bùsọ̀lá bá sáré kúrò Nàìjíríà àtàwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ àti àtọkọ ẹ̀ gbogbo wọn sá lọ London. At the end of the day, they debauched rape accusations by Sheitan, the Oromoni case. Gbogbo nǹkan tí máa ṣe Monica police wo because that's how I did it in Canada in Toronto police. They don't
Someone said you should drop her account now.
No. Those ones are whining.
Okay. So a lot of my investigations I submitted to the police. Why do I do that? I don't have to. They don't have to have freedom.
Hey, ma.
Please let's power talk. Maybe she's on call, I think.
So I say to Baba.
I think everyone know a couple eléyìí àtúndọ̀ yìí ó tẹ̀ fẹ́ dàrú nínú gan lójú dá because different story every time different she's gone. Oh my God. Maybe a call. I don't even know where to start. I don't know because a lot of things I heard from her. I don't want to believe it. Especially the part of the prime boy punching Mohbad, beating Mohbad, and so on. I don't think that will be correct, and we will still be struggling, to want to establish that. Several people would have come to say that is correct.
Sorry. The music, please. I want to rest. I want to pass this conversation, please. Another person should come up.
Anyway, even me, I would just listen to people's, comments, analysis, and opinion before I submit my mic. But before then, I didn't agree with everything that Auntie Kemi has come to say here. So that's it for now. Thank you.
Yeah. It's the network.
I did not agree about that point boy issue. And the point boy punched back. I don't think
I do not believe that side.
Yeah.
Because he has already faced the camera and tell us what happened. So now that she's telling us that this is what happened, I wish it's true. So that we can get there. The network is bad, it's angry. We are more than the likes, I guess.
Please let's power tap, guys. Please let's power tap.
Network, you won't drop it, no level.
Please let's power tap.
With everything that is going on with this case and the way people are coming about giving us, update on camera, update on what happened at the school, blah, 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 blah. I still see it as a slap on the face of, Nigeria, that it is people that are not even commissioned to do anything, who are only doing it on their own free will, that are getting things that they should have been the one to tell us. Another thing is this: why will it be that Nigerian police they just put together all the statement accounts, those people that they were invited to come and write statement, that is what they put together, pile up and call a report. They didn't even go further to give us updates on what they have found out. Sherry Bugba, I want to lórí justice Mohbad. They will continue to say they are correct. àwọn tó dẹ̀ sọ writing náà they will continue to say black color. Even àwọn tó sọ writing wọ́n máa sọ kán parọ́. You know why that is happening? Because the authority that will validate everything are not even doing the needful. They are not doing the right thing.
Ṣẹlẹ̀ gbọ́ mi.
Okay.
Ibi tí mo fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ nǹkan kan ṣẹlẹ̀ ni mo wà nínú cafe ni wifi wọn lọ slow mo á switch padà sí mobile tèmi. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n sọ nǹkan tó actually ṣẹlẹ̀ fún yín ìgbà tí mo á send report yẹn sáwọn authorities. Ẹni kọ́kọ́ contact me back so I felt that maybe they are ignoring me. Ọgbà yẹn ni mo ti mọ̀ pé wọ́n ti get information, wọ́n ti get are you there? Are you all there? You can hear me, right?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Ìgbà yẹn ni mo ti mọ̀ pé wọ́n ti get orders from above. Nígbà tí wọ́n dá mi lóhùn. Ṣé ti get? Ìgbà yẹn mo ti mọ̀ pé wọ́n ti get orders from above. Kàn ignore me because at the very same time wọ́n ní kàn ignore Iyabo jù náà because ṣe rántí pé Iyabo sọ pé à ń lọ sí police headquarters next week à ń lọ protest afẹ́ mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ó tó ń pẹ́
that was Abuja.
Iyabo, no, Èkó ló sọ, but Iyabo was like, she was only doing that to divert everybody's attention, but no one knew what we know now. Ó ṣe fídíò náà tó bú Naira Marley, ṣe fẹ́ pé ọmọ wa jẹ́ ní, ṣe fẹ́ jẹ́ àṣà ọmọ tiẹ̀ náà lọ Malian house. But at the end of the day, they told them not to talk to Iyabo anymore. When the Iyabo went there, they now told Iyabo the case is no longer in our hands. It's with the DPP, Director of Public Prosecution. Ṣebí DPP ló máa sọ àwọn tó máa charge, but the DPP never announced charges. They released the nurse, they released Prime Boy, they released Spending, gbogbo èèyàn lọlé, but Mohbad wà ní mortuary. So in a way, wọ́n lọ find out pé kí ló ṣe wọ́n há, mo kàn lọ gbọ́ ni pé wọ́n ló há ti lọ sí Interpol, wọ́n ló ti retire. Bó ṣe máa ń ṣe nìyẹn, Odùmọ̀ṣù did the same thing. Odùmọ̀ṣù ọlọ́pàá nìyẹn, nígbà tọrọ mọ́ ni wọ́n máa ń conveniently retire tí case bá ti le. So at the end of the day, same thing happened. Owónha retired and he went to join the Interpol. So guess what happened? Remember that power struggle I spoke about in the beginning in the Lagos State Police demand? They now went, Talo Yako DCP, Talo Yako CP, wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí jà nítorí yẹn. Lead police officer DCP Waheed Ayilara tó wà in charge of the mobile investigation. Wọ́n á sọ fún mi pé òun ò rí report tèmi. So ó rí right. Okay, what come at the end of the day, he's only concerned about his own stuff. So Ayilara now became the assistant. You know, my page and to temporary acting CP.
Yes.
Ayilara was now made acting CP in February 2024 by Dr. Betoku. So Kayode Ẹgbẹ́tókun ẹjọ́ bear with me tí bá sọ orúkọ èèyàn by first name mo ti mọ̀ wọ́n ti pẹ́ ni irú Démọ́lá ń sìn mo ti mọ̀ Démọ́lá kan tó bí Davido Démọ́lá Adeleke I don't call him Governor Adeleke Démọ́lá ọ̀dẹ̀ ń pè mí Dr. Kemi so that's how it is but the same thing with Kayode ló wá gbé mi ní airport wọn àti Túndé Fáṣọlá ní 2006 tí mo wálé Túndé was chief of staff or somewhere. Kemi, how are you? I'm the chief of staff of Lagos State. Your dad asked us to pick you. Then the other person was Kayode Egbetoku, CSO for the governor of Lagos State. So, Mutimo, what you question to get? But listen, everybody is governor, Fachola, Minister Fachola, IGP Egbetoku. You understand? So, back when you first name, bear with me. So, for me, gbogbo power struggle yẹn, èmi fúnra mi gan 60, ẹgbẹ́ ni gbogbo wa, mo tún jù wọ́n lọ sef. Ẹgbẹ́ ni gbogbo wa. So, at the end of the day, the power struggle also about that. See you at the top mentality, you know, when you are CSO to Tinubu and Tinubu becomes president, you are his IGP. See you at the top mentality, the guy divine okay. I just can feel Ayilara ṣe acting CP. So February of Ayilara ṣe acting CP. Nípa Ayilara kúrò ní Panti CID altogether. So you understand? Now, when it was now time to choose the CP of Lagos State, guess what? Tale Eko the CP, Sheko Ayilara. CP of asked to the CP.
Yes.
So they didn't give it to him. Ijabe, power struggle within the police officer. But the dead body, mortuary, a power struggle. Well, as a gift, you know what about gift around in the government party. As a gift, Kaireba fún Ayilara ní CP of Akwa Ibom. Akwa Ibom. But to that Akwa Ibom, we CP then. Now, Ayilara was suffering from prostate cancer and had no idea. Check Wummi. He had no idea that he had prostate cancer. Diagnosis here came very, just about a couple of months ago. On gbé wá seko. Mi ò mọ̀ bóyá ọmọ Èkó ni o, but wọ́n gbé wá seko láti ṣe surgery ní last week. So ó ṣe surgery any Thursday night. Friday morning he was dead. So anyway, video yẹn wà lórí page me. He did the surgery on the 28th, the prostate surgery last week, and on the next day, the 29th, early morning, he passed away. Like when you see something like that, it's not even about did something go wrong in the surgery. It could be like his body could not take it. People are going through their own problem. Ọ̀rọ̀ Mohbad ò bẹ́ni kankan. But nǹkan tèmi wá sọ ní fídíò mi ni pé Waheed Ayilara has carried some of the Mohbad secrets to the grave. Ṣé tí wáyé ẹyin báyìí fún? Ayilara mọ àwọn tó sponsor, ó mọ àwọn tó sponsor case yẹn. So ó ti gbé lọ sí grave. Òun ti lọ ń tiẹ̀. So you will see the video I did over on TikTok, over on Google handles me. Many people didn't watch that video. One can read, one can click, but because the lesson in life, we may not be able to solve this thing. We may not be able to solve this thing. Àwọn kan wà under Ayilara tó máa mọ àwọn sponsors ní tó wọ́n lè sọ̀rọ̀ tó máa dákẹ́. So ní lọ́ọ̀yà bàbá Mohbad ṣe sọ pé wọ́n disband police team yẹn kí wọ́n scrutinize gbogbo bank accounts wọn. Wọ́n gbọ́ owó kan tó ti bọ́ síbẹ̀ àbẹ́nìkan ti fún wọn lówó. Because at the end of the day, ẹ wo bàbá tó ń post tó ń sọ pé Múyìwá Adéjọbí àti Benjamin Hundeyin wọ́n ti gbowó, wọ́n ti gba bribe. Mo dẹ̀ sọ fún àwọn yẹn, ẹ má máa kàn sùn kan tó kàn wí. Don't say anything out of your mouth. Tó bá lọ arrest yín, tell prove bribe tó gbà and everything. Be careful with those. But there is something inside it, and it involves 2 kings, 2 politicians, and several big men. The politicians and we call it pinpoint me. The politicians and the kings and the businessmen, it's hard to tell who is supporting who. Sure to get?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand where I'm coming from? But it's a Goku. Demola fẹ́ wọ̀n ọlọ́pàá. Demola fẹ́ wọ̀n ọlọ́pàá. Senator ni Demola l'Abuja. Mo wà nínú ọ́fíìsì Mohini. Mo dẹ̀ lè sọ ilé with my full chest. Mo ti sọ many times. Mo wà nínú ọ́fíìsì Mohini nígbà tí mo investigate case tagbo. The phone call came in because Demola pe ẹnìkan kẹ́nìkan pe Mohini láti wọ́n ẹ̀ pé kó má mess pẹ̀lú ọmọ àwọn Davido. You see? Ọba ló pè, Ọba Akiolu, Ọba of Lagos. Akiolu wá pe Mohini nínú ọ́fíìsì, èmi dẹ̀ dúró bẹ́ẹ̀ journalist. Only don't mess with our son o. Ṣé yẹn wá dá? Ṣé yẹn dá? So nǹkan tẹ́mi ò lè pinpoint ni.
A retired IG.
Nǹkan tẹ́mi wà lè pinpoint ni. Retired IG kẹ̀. Mohini is not an IG. CP Lagos State nígbà yẹn. Mohini ló ṣe press conference tó ní.
Ọba Akiolu.
Okay. Yeah, a retired police officer, can you imagine? Ẹ wo Mohini nsìn. Nígbà tí Mohini tó ṣe press conference tó ní Davido lied to us. Ẹ fetí sílẹ̀ dáadáa o because it is a web. Gọ́tí ṣe máa ń pè there's a term tó yìnbó pè ní web of lies. Gbogbo ẹ̀ tie together. Gbogbo nǹkan máa ń tie together. Nígbà tí Demola tó jẹ́ sẹ́nitọ̀ tó pe Akiolu láti Abuja tó ní kó wọ́n ní Mohini kó má mess pẹ̀lú Davido kó má fọ́ ọkàn. Okay, nígbà tí ẹ pé Davido àtàwọn associate ẹ̀ lọ gbé tó tagbo sínú mọ́tò nígbà tó ti yó tó ti drunk tó ti fi nǹkan sínú drink ẹ̀. Wọ́n àgbẹ̀ sínú mọ́tò wọn wá in glass sókè wọ́n dẹ̀ lọ to the next club ọmọ yẹn dẹ̀ sọ fún kéèdò dẹ́kù ẹ wá ní kó má fọ ọkàn Davido nígbà tó ń pa Akiolu pé Mohini the very next day Mohini ṣe press conference ó dẹ̀ ní the video is out there, everybody has the video. Only Davido in fact lied to us when we interrogated him. Kí lẹ rò pé ó ṣẹlẹ̀ right after that? They removed the Mohini now. Wọ́n transfer ẹ̀ lọ Bauchi. Wọ́n gbé lọ kó lọ ṣe CP ní Bauchi. Guys, do you remember vividly what happened to Kemi, lawyer? About 5 days after that happened, wọ́n rearrest me nínú Ibiyomi case.
Yes.
That very third arrest yẹn tí mo ṣe 90 days. Wọ́n lé mi ò show up in court. So wọ́n gba warrants. I simply believe that it had to do with that Davido case. Kennedy Okoko wá lọ pa àwọn ọlọ́pàá kan arrest me, and I really sincerely believe that Davido case it is related to it because they did not want me to talk. Èmi ni mo ń ṣe investigation yẹn. Ta ló rántí vividly bẹ́ẹ̀ pé mi ni mo ń ṣe investigation tagbo.
Yes, yeah.
And I ended up locked behind bars.
I do.
Yeah.
They may have used that to silence me on the Tagbo story. So I was in prison and I couldn't hear anything. So the next inmate that arrives, inmates come back to arrive. Ìyẹn la máa pè nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ń ta. Ní communication with the outside, no news, nothing. Why be image? I'm not sure my tagbo story, but they don't know what is tagbo. But she get away with stuff. I need to go say. She dey not call lose ọmọ kan yẹn, you know. And tó bá pọ̀ mọ́ ẹlòmíì náà máa lose ọmọ tiẹ̀. At the end of the day, yes.
I'm sorry. Can I ask you a question in regards to?
Go ahead. You don't have to be sorry. Ask it, Jare.
Okay, mo fẹ́ bèrè. Ẹ má bínú pé mo dá yín padà o. Mo fẹ́.
No, má worry.
In regards to ìjà tẹ́sán before now, ṣé eyewitness report ni àbí
ìjà wo nìyẹn?
ìjà tẹ́sán pé kìíní punch padà. Ṣé based on
ṣé ìjà ti prime boy àti Wummi gbogbo wọn?
Yes ma. Ṣé eyewitness report ni àbí?
Èmi ò ń lo hearsay na eyewitness ni o. Investigative journalists can never be a hearsay. I mean, I get people that ask me, were you there? Listen to this, were you there? Listen, no. Bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí mọ́jà ń bá Wummi sùn kí mo bá tó kú. Ó ń bá Wummi sùn nígbà tí mo bá di kíkan. Ó bá gbalẹ̀, ó bá ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀. Bàbá Mohbad sọ fún mi lórí interview tí mo ṣe. Ó ní òun like relationship Bella Shmurda pẹ̀lú Wummi, òun feel easy pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. So what made me go and say, Bella, ó ń bá ìyàwó ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀ sùn. Tí gbogbo yẹn ní Wummi kúkú bá sùn anyway, then after tó kó ṣe ń bá sùn gbalẹ̀ fún cozy pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Kí ló jẹ́ kí n sọ yẹn with my full chest? Ẹnìkan wá ní, were you there? Mo wá ní, was I in Israel on October 7th when the Palestinian Hamas attacked Israel? Was I there? Was I in Washington DC when they were swearing in Donald Trump in 2020? I was trying to mock that person to say journalists rely on eyewitness news and reports coming from eyewitness. Investigative journalists rely on first-hand information. Oh, lè ṣe news. Oh, gbọ́dọ̀ study mass communication. Mass of our young people. Do you have any advice for me? Don't study mass communication if you are scared. Tó bá bẹ̀rù èèyàn, má get into journalism. Tó bá bẹ̀rù kan máa pa ẹ́ ọ̀sán, don't get into journalism. Tó bá bẹ̀rù tó o bá lè rí nǹkan fún rẹ pẹ̀lú ojú ẹ̀ tó o dẹ̀ lè interview ẹ nìyẹn. Nǹkan tó bá ti interview ẹ̀ tó rí nǹkan yẹn, o ò lè publish orúkọ wọn, o ò láti protect wọn. Protecting the source ló jẹ́ kí gbogbo wa go on strike in 1995. This is a story you won't see on the internet because there was no internet in 1995. A US journalist refused to disclose the source of a specific story, and a judge fined him $1 million per day and locked him in prison. He said, "You are going to stay in this prison until you tell us the source, and I'm fining you $1 million a day." But till the 5th day, to find the 5 million. I was only 1 year old as a journalist, 1994 in Mobile. I was only 1 year old as a journalist. We all went on strike. People, American journalists go on strike. In Chicago, in 1995. Chicago, the highest in gun violence. You know that when journalists are on strike, police scanner, the police scanners were just going, we have a shooting here, we have a shooting there. Because then you go on newsroom. Then go to my I want you one shop, one loot to shops, one shop, to my career. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. This was a disastrous 24 hours. Then the judge now freed the journalist and revoked the fine. That case is one of the cases that puts into history of why journalists must protect the source. There is no ahead. Eyewitnesses. In your memory, you know. Right, shield privilege, exactly. But erotically, I'm inside a cafe and I've been shouting at the level of my voice. Let me go outside. Thank you. We're trying to solve the murder case. But listen to me. Don't take this here, so I'm not done. Sorry, guys. Let me go outside. Listen to me, guys. Yeah. What I want to tell you is, even though this privilege, hold on, sorry, I want to move all my stuff outside. I mean, one of those cafes here that you can actually see outside. Okay, so let me just tell you, what I want to say is, when you look at a house with 15 residents, but when you of course say Nigerian police stupid, and you're 15 been interrogate one. You understand?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
People in a house, you are not interrogating them. investigative journalist wá interrogate 4 of them kí ni mo ṣe ń gbà tọrọ mọ́ ní àwọn students tó wà ń bẹ̀ àwọn house master past and present house master past and present student wọ́n sọ fún pé àwọn ọmọ yẹn wà ní court wọ́n máa ń haze ara wọn bẹ̀ sí school mọ́ sí òkè àwọn ọmọ olówó many things are not done the right way so you have to ask questions now let me go back to that whole Ayilara stuff okay so Owumu has gone to Interpol Ayilara is dead ta ló tún kù níbi investigation ṣé kò yẹ kán disband at this point ẹ jọ̀ọ́ sọ fún mi one thing tọ́lọ́pàá ti ṣe ẹ wá sọ fáwa pé ẹ̀yin gbé toxicology Mohbad lọ sí abroad báwo lè ṣe gbé toxicology Mohbad lọ sí abroad nígbà tá à ń ṣe toxicology Nàìjíríà ẹ̀yin èèyàn ṣé mo tún mọ̀ toxicology
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo
ṣé àṣe toxicology UCH ni àbí LUT toxicology is simply a test of blood and body fluids of what a victim or someone dead has last consumed ẹ wo nǹkan tó ṣe sí Mohbad wọ́n ṣe puncture ọrùn ẹ̀ tán wọ́n wá break neck ẹ̀ dáadáa wọ́n wá gbé sínú coffin with a broken neck abẹ́ẹ̀rí neck Mohbad nínú coffin.
Yes.
Did you guys not see that they broke his neck?
Yeah. Yes, we also that.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ta lórí fídíò coffin Mohbad nígbà tí wọ́n ṣí for 2 minutes ó wà lórí Twitter mi official Dr. Kemi. Did anyone see that video? Mo ti post ẹ̀ síbẹ̀. Nígbà tí wọ́n ṣí casket ẹ̀ káwọn èèyàn rí Mohbad ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ṣe notice iPhone kan tẹ́nìkan fi ń bo Mohbad lójú tó ń fẹ́ káwọn èèyàn rí. Did you notice somebody was doing a selfie with the corpse? When I say a selfie as in the corpse himself was doing the selfie. Wọ́n á bo kámẹ́rà yìí wọ́n fẹ́ kí àwọn èèyàn fídíò nǹkankan níbi ọrùn yìí. Máa post video yẹn máa post it again lórí TikTok. They were hiding something. Wùmí ló pọkọ ẹ̀. Mo ti sọ fún lọ pé lọ́yẹ̀ ẹ lọ sùn mí fún slander defamation gbogbo ẹ̀. Ìgbà tí wọ́n ṣe wọ́n bo exactly ìgbà tí wọ́n ṣe wọ́n tẹ̀ láti bo nǹkan kan mọ́lẹ̀. Throughout the whole thing èmi ti pin 11th of September mọ́ Iyabo ti mọ̀ láti 11th of September wọ́n plan ẹ̀ dáadáa air infection gbogbo tí Naira Marley kọ ni. Báwo lè ṣe máa ń kọ́ Naira Marley èmi sọ pé Naira Marley ó jẹ Mohbad ní 325 million song royalties gbogbo owó ẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀ aṣọ ti release owó yẹn fún aṣọ owó yẹn ló fi ra lé àwọn kan wá side Iyabo àwọn olóṣò Iyabo one light skin bleach woman lòun nílé yẹn òun rẹ̀ tẹ̀sí Mohbad ni ẹ lè distract Kemi Olúnlọ́yọ̀ o rent ló ṣì kankan fún Mohbad o lè distract me Mohbad brought this house èmi wá lọ launch video tí Mohbad ṣe FaceTime pẹ̀lẹ́ nìkan tó ní I'm so happy mo ti ra ilé mi. Yes. Did anyone see that video that Mohbad was saying he just bought his house?
Mohbad and Bella's mother.
Exactly tó lóun ti ra ilé òun ẹjọ́ ta ló tún rí fídíò bí tí Mohbad ti ń lọ ra mọ́tò 45 million tó wà ní car dealership
Ade West tó tẹ̀lé lọ.
Exactly Darusha Ade West was there. Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé ńgbà tí tèmi ò bá kígbe ẹnìkan kò ní kígbe mo ní royalties Mohbad nǹkan ẹ fún ní royalties ẹ o at the end of the day nígbà tí mo rí Naira Marley tó jókòó sórí bẹ́ẹ̀dì bí ọba tó wá videotape bàbá Mohbad wájú ẹ̀ àti ìyá Mohbad tí Mohbad náà wà lẹ́yìn bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n ní kí ni gbogbo òṣì tó daṣọ pé kí ni gbogbo òṣì náà ṣé mo pé information is power ẹ̀yin tẹ́ lọ kàwé àbẹ́yìn tẹ́ lọ abroad àbẹ́yìn tẹ́ lọ sí Ghana kẹlẹ́ òun kọ́tà àwọn Ghanaians ṣe half of them ò dá broadly àwọn ọmọ yẹn fóònù ló gbé dání fóònù olówó ńlá iPhone wọ́n mọ̀ pé gbogbo nǹkan ní ayé wà nínú fóònù yẹn wọ́n mọ Google pa tó bá fẹ́ show yín níbi kan ní exotic location kan wọ́n mọ bó ṣe máa débẹ̀ learn from your phones Nigerians á kò gbé expensive phone lórí wọ́n á máa make phone call àwọn Ghanaians ò make phone call WhatsApp náà ń lò wọ́n dẹ̀ lo everything else tó jẹ́ app lórí fóònù wọn ẹ̀yin á máa recharge òṣì kankan learn from your phone you don't have to go abroad to know how to all of this stuff. What is happening is at the end of the day tó ti release owó yẹn ìyẹn dẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí spend ó dẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ new life ẹ̀ ta ló lọ sí CAC ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ mi ni mo lọ CAC tí mo lọ gba gbogbo ẹjọ́ ta lórí papers Mohbad papers company Mohbad tí
mo rí tẹ post yẹ
kò sí péjì yín náà
kò sí péjì yín náà because ibi àtìyàn kan wá gbé
péjì wo ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ṣé Instagram
Twitter péjì yín Twitter.
ó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ ó mọ nǹkan tó máa ṣe wà lọ sí IJ Mohbad Mo actually release gbogbo our archives níjẹta. Tí mo release archives, I kind of like retweeted 300 things. It is there. It is there. CAC. Notice how he planned his whole life well. Ó lóun ò smoke mọ́. Ó ṣe fídíò tó wọ white.
Demonetization yẹn.
Demonetization. Èèyàn méjì ló wà lórí demonetization. Mohbad, èèyàn méjì ni signatory. Mohbad ló ní demonetization. The other signatory on it was Sheyi. Tó bá notice pé manager, the lesbian lady, tó ní blonde hair. Tó bá notice lórí àwọn papers tí mo post, mo blacking out nǹkankan. Nǹkan tí mo blacking out is sensitive information, which was basically Sheyi's home address and her phone number. Mo blacking out. Everything else you could see there. She'll get everything else you could see there.
Nǹkan tó
Ṣèyí nìkan ló ní access sí gbogbo àwọn owó yẹn ti pọ̀ gan nínú ibẹ̀ yẹn, but ó ti ṣe PNB sí PNG, post no debits. That whole entire business is on post no debits because wọ́n pè lólè. Àwọn kan bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sọ pé ó lè ní pé fraudster ní gbogbo ẹ̀. Ṣèyí ò dẹ̀ ní gbogbo yẹn, so what she did was she put a post no debits on it. In other words, gbogbo streams àti gbogbo downloads ti kí lórúkọ album yẹn Blessed, gbogbo streams and downloads ti EP Mohbad ti get ẹnìkan kò lè fọ́ọ̀kan, so ó wà lórí post no debit. Tó bá notice pé àwọn Bella Shmurda wà lórí track kan bẹ̀, ṣó yẹ òun ò lè fi Mohbad sórí album tiẹ̀, friend mi ṣé rántí bàtà wọn bí tí blogger kan bí tán ní pé wáyé tí ó ṣe fi Mohbad sórí album ẹ̀ I don't want those Malians, you know now, òun ò fẹ́ Malians, òun bọ́ sórí ti Mohbad. Now Ọlọ́run ti mú because gbogbo downloads and streams tó wà lórí orin tán ṣe pọ̀, èèyàn púpọ̀ ló bá Mohbad collaborate on that EP, but tí ẹ̀yẹn kò lè bá pọ́bọ̀ nù ẹ̀ because Sheyi ò lè fún lówó yẹn, kò lè, there's nobody's touching it. Now with regards to assets Mohbad, nǹkan tí gbogbo wọn mọ̀ tó ń jà fún iPhone, tó ń jà fún okay, bí fóònù yẹn ṣe dọ́dọ̀ ìyá Mohbad èmi ò wá mọ̀. It will be very interesting, but according to what I'm hearing, wọ́n ní Iyabo ló gbé fóònù yẹn lọ bá. Mo máa ṣe fídíò yẹn lálẹ́. Iyabo ló gbé fóònù Mohbad lọ bá Bọ́sẹ̀dé. Now Wummi wá lọ sọ́dọ̀ Bọ́sẹ̀dé ó lọ jí fóònù. Ṣé rántí? Ó padà lọ́bẹ̀ lọ jí fóònù yẹn. Gbà tí the reason tó ṣe jí fóònù yẹn ni pé tẹ bá gbọ́ audio tí Mohbad ṣe yẹn tí mo post, audio yẹn sọ pé but we share the same iCloud. Mohbad ni where's all my stuff? Where's my phone? Some of my stuff is there too. Tó bá share iCloud, the only reason tí Wummi ṣe lọ gbà ṣe ni Iyabo ní more part nínú ọ̀rọ̀ tá à ń sọ yìí. That's why I keep bringing her up. Mo máa ṣe fídíò tí mo Iyabo ṣe do Naira Marley. The same style yẹn ni máa fi ṣe fídíò kalẹ̀ sí Iyabo. Ta ló gbé iPhone Mohbad dọ́dọ̀ Bọ́sẹ̀dé? Ṣé wọ́n kọ́ ló gbé inú ilé? Iyabo fẹ́ kẹ́nìkan kọ́ mọ̀ pé òun wà nínú ilé yẹn 11th of September. She was there throughout. The only thing I'm now investigating kankan right now pẹ̀lú àwọn sources mi. Mo fẹ́ mọ̀ bóyá wà ní mọ́tò yẹn back seat. Nínú back seat mọ́tò yẹn. Èèyàn mẹ́ta ló wà ní back seat yẹn. Wummi, nurse àtẹnìkan. Mo fẹ́ mọ̀ bóyá Iyabo ni third person tó wà ní back seat yẹn. Wọ́n wà ní mọ́tò, wọ́n gbé Mohbad lọ sí hospital tó ń fear so much. Wọ́n á sọ pé hold up yẹn so pọ̀ gan tó yẹ pé àwọn láti gbọ́kadà. Irọ́ ni gbogbo yẹn. There was no time Mohbad was an Okada to get to the hospital. Wàá gbé dead body lórí Okada kò ṣeé ṣe. Ẹnìkan á ya fọ́tò. Wọ́n yíyà àti wẹ́n tó ya fọ́tò. Abẹ́nìkan tó lò.
Láti ilé Mohbad the hospital yẹn kò tó 5 minutes.
Ẹ fi wọ́n lẹ̀. Even if there was hold up, there's no way you left that traffic and took an Okada to get to Perez faster. Wọ́n tún dé Perez ẹnìkan tún sọ pé wọ́n distort story ẹ̀. Iyabo ló wà ní ẹ̀. Iyabo ní kẹ́nìkan post sórí social media pé òun bá Mohbad ya fọ́tò. Iyabo ló ṣe náà. Ṣé ẹnìkan kan rí gbọ́ yẹn? Ṣẹ́nìkan ní òun bá Mohbad ya fọ́tò ní hospital. Mohbad tó ti kú. Ọkọ ní kò sọ pé we carried Mohbad on a bike to get to the hospital faster. There was no way. I did an alert yesterday telling everybody if you saw Mohbad or if you saw a man being carried in an Okada that looked weak or dead or something, nígbà tẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí fíìmù Mohbad tẹ́ ẹ̀ sunkún tí Frank Felix jàre Okubo driver tó ń rent jeep lọ́dọ̀ company wọn, nígbà tí Felix ní tó ní Mohbad has died ṣé ọrùn Mohbad ò move? Ṣé ẹrọrùn ẹ̀ tó move díẹ̀? Okay. He had a muscle contraction in his neck because he was stabbed in the neck. His muscle contractions are possible, okay, because it happens in any mammal that has, any mammal that has, well, beef muscle náà ni kíní ló common pẹ̀lú màálù ló common pẹ̀lú tẹ́ bá pa màálù tẹ́ ti gé gbogbo ẹran yẹn tẹ́ fẹ́ lọ fọ̀ màálù yẹn sì lè máa move ṣé mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ gbogbo èèyàn. Some of the beef can still be moving because of muscle contraction ẹran. Adìẹ náà máa ń ṣe mo tí ì ta adìẹ but mo gbọ́ pé ó máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ but màálù yẹn just like us. So nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí Mohbad yẹn kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ nígbà tí muscle neck Mohbad contract? What did they do? Did they not stop the video?
Yes.
They stopped filming, right? Because they might have thought, can we still save him and all that? Check with me, pathologist, corona. Mohbad died according to Mohbad died of an anaphylactic reaction. Anaphylaxis is to react badly so or to anything. What's in anaphylaxis in 3 years old because I'm asthmatic. TB bad gauge. A bee bites you, you can have anaphylaxis. The symptom of anaphylaxis, the first thing is you stop breathing. Your breathing goes down. And you have to get to the hospital right away. You're not looking for any epinephrine. That's the only thing to might be back.
Yeah,
EpiPen. Yes. L'America, we're watching dry EpiPen anyhow, l'America.
Ben, Baltimore ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí, Dr. Kemi, I'll talk to you later.
Mo ń bọ̀ àrí yín Baltimore, mo ń bọ̀ very soon. Mo ń bọ̀ àrí yín Baltimore lọmọ mi ń gbé sẹ́ẹ̀ mi ní DM ní Instagram àti contact ẹjọ́ Baltimore lọmọ mi ń gbé mo ń bọ̀ ń bẹ̀yẹn
I will honey.
Mo fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ kan bẹ̀yẹn mo fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ kan pẹ̀lú gbogbo gun violence dé yẹn afẹ́dọ́dọ̀ Kamala náà.
I will. This is the person you know very well at Zone 2. We'll talk when you come, don't worry.
Bá mi fi contact ẹ sínú Instagram DM ṣùgbọ́n.
Okay, I will
get contact and everything. Instagram official Dr. Kemi. So EpiPen, you see, get that issue so by EpiPen yìí. Wọ́n á mú epinephrine jáde nínú hospital setting. Wọ́n á ṣe bí pen, wọ́n á tà nínú chemist. Nígbà tẹ́mi ṣì practice pharmacy ní Baltimore, wọ́n máa fi prescription gbà ní ìsìn ẹ̀kan lè rẹ̀ anyhow. Tọ́mọ yìí bá lọ sí camp láti rẹ̀ EpiPen, ó wà ní gbogbo first aid kits. It is so important because nǹkan tí epinephrine máa ṣe ni pé tí Mohbad bá wà ní 10% nígbà tẹ́ pé battery fóònù yìí nínú mọ́tò yẹn ká ló ṣe wà alive ni if we actually knew he was alive because Perez ló ń confirm pé he was brought in there so ó ti kú muscle ẹ̀kọ́ contract but tí Mohbad bá wà ní nǹkan tí Fèyíṣayọ̀ ṣe tí ò yẹ kó máa ṣe tí auxiliary nurse give gbogbo ògùn ni pé when he had the anaphylaxis he was convulsing heavily according to Owonha vomiting and convulsing heavily. This boy was at 10% of his life and if you look at an iPhone ẹgbàgbé Android iPhone ní iPhone tí iPhone yìí bá wọ 10% tẹ́ bá tiẹ̀ wà nílùú kan tẹ́ pé wọ́n ń lo power bank tí ò ń ṣe Nàìjíríà tẹ́ pé náà wà 24/7 àwọn Ghana nǹkan yẹn tí iPhone yìí bá dé 10% tẹ́ wá fẹ́ gbé iPhone yẹn kẹ́ gbé náà sí tẹ́ lọ plug iPhone yẹn tẹ́ wá lọ kitchen lọ sí oúnjẹ alẹ́ fún family yín ẹ wà ní kitchen yẹn for 30-35 minutes kí ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ní 30-35 minutes tẹ́ bá padà sọ́dọ̀ iPhone yín ṣé kò ní ti green ṣé kò ní ti dé 50%. A ti wọ 50 now láti 10 yẹn ó lè ti wọ 50 to 60%. Ó ti charge ẹ̀ fast. That is what epinephrine does. Mistake ti Fèyíṣayọ̀ ṣe nìyẹn because Mohbad could have been saved if he was in a clinical setting but he was not. He was inside a house. Ọmọ yẹn kò wá ní epinephrine. Ó ṣe doctor àti nurse pọ̀ and there was no epinephrine. Ọ̀nà ṣe wá ń rush ẹ̀ lọ hospital gbà tọmọ ti kú tán. Òní Iyabo sọ wípé he died in the house. Tá bá máa fún ní death certificate nǹkan tẹ́mi máa kọ síbẹ̀. Mohbad died of an anaphylactic reaction to ceftriaxone secondary to sentence yẹn máa wọnú death certificate yẹn secondary to a stab wound ìyẹn náà fẹ́ ṣe secondary to a stab wound ibi tí stab wound yẹn wà àwọn tó ṣe autopsy yẹn lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ẹ gbọ́ dáadáa o because wọ́n release autopsy yẹn for 8 months wọ́n láwọn do the toxicology test. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi ní Baltimore kí ni time fún toxicology test ní Baltimore or anywhere in America ṣé kò ṣe 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Exactly. Whitney Houston ọ̀rẹ́ tèmi ó kú kí ló ṣe Whitney wọ́n bá ó ti kú nínú tub oúnjẹ tó jẹ gbogbo nǹkan tó máa test yẹn gbogbo èèyàn dúró oh we want to know what killed Whitney autopsy will be done wọ́n á dúró the toxicology test 6 weeks ti Nigeria 8 months wọ́n tún gbé lọ abroad Mohbad's autopsy was ready on the 26th of September. The police tweeted it, but they could not give it to us because they wanted the toxicology test. And when everything came out 8 months later, and you want suffer like pay tattoo around his neck. Tattoo òṣìwò. Wọ́n ti cover yẹn up látẹ̀kọ̀. Ṣó ti yé yẹn? But wọ́n lè hide it because mama tó ring bell yẹn. Ṣé rántí pé Iyabo Ojo? Ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí mock mọ́mì aunty Mohbad. Ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí mock mama yẹn. Ó wọṣọ aláìdúrà, ó wá ring the bell. Ó mock mama yẹn. Iyabo olórí burúkú ẹja. Gbagangbaga. Ó wá mock ìyá yẹn. Exactly. Ṣé ó ń twerk pẹ̀lú ẹ̀? Ṣé rántí nǹkan tí mọ́mì yẹn sọ? Mọ́mì yẹn ni wọ́n gún Mohbad lọ́rùn ni o, wọ́n gún lọ́rùn. When you look at what she said, èmi wá bí Mr. Aloba lórí interview mi, ẹjọ́ sísà yín tí Iyabo mọ́ọ̀kì yẹn. Ṣé bá rántí nǹkan tí màmá yẹn sọ? Màmá yẹn ni àwọn ọmọ tí yín ní kẹ́ lọ ra pósí fún. Ẹ má ra pósí fún Mohbad, ẹ lọ ra fún àwọn ọmọ tí yín.
Èèyàn tó máa lo pósí yẹn ti dé.
Do you know that? Do you know àti àmàdé ti side yẹn ọmọ yóò lè bímọ náà wà sterile ó fi gbogbo kó ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ oògùn fame but ẹ̀yin èèyàn ẹ wá gbọ́ ṣé nǹkan tí mo sọ pé web of lies pé web ni spider man spin nǹkan tó máa ṣe ń pe òyìnbó ṣe ń pọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ní web of lies ẹ̀yin wá máa gbọ́ ṣé lójú yẹn tí Iyabo ṣe gbagangbagan fídíò tó mọ̀ màmá yẹn tí bàbá yẹn sọ pé wọ́n gún Mohbad lọ́rùn ni o èmi wá bí bàbá Mohbad lórí interview Mr. Aloba ẹ jọ̀ọ́ nítorí Ọlọ́run sísítà yín tí wọ́n sọ pé wọ́n gún Mohbad lọ́rùn ṣé believe nǹkan tó sọ ó ní àwọn believe now. Guess what? It was during my interview that Mohbad's father actually disclosed that she was the one at the autopsy.
Yes, he said that. Yeah.
The families were supposed to be at the autopsy. The families were Chetiriwa, investigative journalist, costly buruku. Hours of research. Mo jókòó 14 hours again yesterday. Mo dẹ̀ ti vow pé mi ò lè ṣe 14-hour days ni wọ́n. By the time tí mo máa hire àwọn interns yìí, àwọn náà máa lọ sí kíní Yomi, àwọn náà máa lọ sí ti inquest nílé, àwọn náà máa ṣe kíní kan. And the reason I have the interns was because Falana banned the media from inside. They put the media outside and the public can go inside. So they go in like the public and get all the information I need. I did to my first story. Èmi ni máa sanwó Uber. Máa sanwó Uber láti Sàngótẹ̀dọ̀ lọ sí Kòròdú. Ẹnìkan á jí, wọ́n á gbé Uber yẹn ní Sàngótẹ̀dọ̀, wọ́n á mú kan lẹ́yìn Ajah. One person enters in Ajah, another person enters in Lekki. The 3 interns now drive all the way Yaba, wọ́n máa pick ẹnìkan bẹ̀. Now, owó tí mo sọ fún Uber was almost 30,000 a day. 15,000 to Ikorodu, 15,000 back. That's why I needed people to help me. Donate torí àwọn tún lè mí bẹ̀bẹ̀ mo ṣe kí ni kò. It is very expensive. Tell me about your investigation in Kilo Machele if I had nothing to do with this. Over at Tikoti now. Everybody to get away with murder. So at the end of the day, nígbà tí màmá yẹn ṣe ìpè yẹn tó ní, this is how she said it. Ẹ lọ fi owó tí yín ra casket fáwọn ọmọ tí yín, ẹ̀yin lẹ máa sin ọmọ tí yín. Bó ṣe ní ẹ̀yin lẹ máa sin ọmọ tí yín. Would you believe that ní alẹ́ ọjọ́ yẹn, I got a phone call. Alẹ́ ọjọ́ yẹn, I was in Accra at the media conference and blogger summit. Don't invite me fún. Bí mo ṣe dé láti event yẹn, I got a phone call. You won't believe it. I'm going to tell you this now. I'm sorry, but I will tell you again exclusively. Oṣègùn, kí lorúkọ ẹ ń bẹ̀ yẹn? What is your name?
The music pivot. Mo wá ń tẹ̀lé olóògùn gan.
The music
pivot.
The music pivot. You are very, very intelligent. So you are a real follower and you are a loyal and dedicated follower. Oṣègùn ni wàá ṣeré. Mi ò tí sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn tó ti sọ kúrò lẹ́nu.
Sorry ma.
I tell Drew, I'm a debate, but I can't support you first of all, music pivot. You're a good follower. A company ni mo sọ ma de to something. Churchill called me. Ṣé rántí nǹkan tí mo sọ? Churchill pè mí. Exactly. Churchill pè mí. Ó ní Dr. Kemi, I need to talk to you. Ó ti kọ́kọ́ send me message. I need to talk to you. Ó lọ sí Twitter mi, ó lọ sí Instagram mi, torí mi lọ WhatsApp mọ́. I need to talk to you. Mo ní pè mí lórí number. When I'm in Africa, máa fi kíní mi sí SIM card MTN Nigeria. Ló bá pè mí. Nígbà tó pè mí, ó ní gbogbo wa là ń gbàdúrà ń bíbá yìí o. Mommy has been fasting for 3 days. Grandma ti kú sí. She passed away about 4 months ago. She'll be buried like next month in London. but gbogbo wọn ló wà mo bá grandma sọ̀rọ̀ mo bá mọ́mì Churchill sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n ní gbogbo wọn ló ń gbàdúrà wọ́n ń ṣe fasting and praying mo ní kí ló dé kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ because nǹkan tí woman yẹn sọ ó lóun fẹ́ bá woman yẹn sọ̀rọ̀ pé ṣé mo mọ nọ́mbà ẹ̀ àbí anybody tó mọ̀ mo ní mi ò mọ àwọn alọ́ba I don't know them but I will try and get something if I can. I could not in the end because people listen carefully. Ó máa ní nǹkan kan wà tó ń pè ní sins of the father but wọn kì í sọ̀rọ̀ nípa sins of the mother. Sins of the father no man sọ wọn náà ọmọ politician kan kún torí gbogbo sin tí bàbá ẹ̀ ti ṣe sins of the mother ńkọ́ èèyàn ṣépè fún ọmọ Iyabo àtàwọn tóńtó nípa àwọn náà máa ra pósí ọmọ tiwọn Churchill ló bí ọmọ tóńtó so grandmother tọmọ yẹn ò rí rí kò tí ì rọmọ yẹn láti 1 years old great grandmother tọmọ yẹn ò rí rí grandma ti kú sìn they were all praying for this boy tóńtó son because wọ́n ti gbé pè fún láti side àwọn Mohbad ṣe rí pé we have to be careful what we do ṣe rí pé à ń láti wà careful so they were praying kí nǹkan kan máa lọ ṣọmọ yẹn because kò sẹ́ni tó mọ orí èpè tó bì í jẹ́ bóyá ó lè ṣe o they were praying against it ṣe ló sì pé tóńtó ti quiet nínú kéèsì abẹ́ notice.
Yes.
Do you know why she's quiet?
Why, ma?
Because òun ló introduce politicians. Don't protect Wummi. Our backbone innocent. Kò sẹ́kẹ́ lè tọ́ mi lẹ́yìn Iyabo àti tóńtó náà ní this lover àwọn náà rọ̀ ni.
Auntie Kemi. Sorry, Dr. Kemi.
Ẹnì kan bèrè kankan nípa ọkọ ọmọ Iyabo.
Well,
Do you want to talk about that one now?
Dr. Kemi, I think we should hold on that before we go into that. Let us just have some interaction.
Go ahead.
Thank you. You're welcome. This is Westo.
Yeah.
I'm an investigative journalist as well.
Where are you practicing like that?
Yes, I'm practicing in Nigeria. And,
Yeah.
I'm the CEO of Premier World and Westo Communication Limited, and I'm the editor of Premier World News.
Yeah.
Premier World News.com. Thank you. I would have said more, but let me keep it there. So the moment we were talking about journalism, investigation, facts, and that was why I said what brought about sheer privilege is what you narrated about the Chicago saga.
Yeah. But no, it wasn't Chicago alone. The whole of America, man.
Yes, of course. But it emanated from Chicago, and Chicago was the ground where everything saw. All right. Let me just say this. A lot has been said, and if I'm to be speaking one after the other, it will be too, I will have to be going backward, and I don't want to do that. Let me quickly go to say that with all this you have known from your personal investigation, with everything some of us have found out, and then with all that every other ones have gotten to, see that the authorities, when I mean authority, the police are yet to do. How can we, or how can those information be validated and bring about, if not the total justice, at least a step to justice? Because you know what you have said, you have your information and fact. I know what I know, others know what they know. They try as much as possible to come up to say, this is it, that is it. And so far, so good. But I think we go but we'll bring in any result. How can we come about bringing result from what we know, especially all that you know? To bring about, and second, let me also say that you are aware that some people are being, kidnapped by police because of some information, especially the one coming from the palace.
Freedom.
The paternity saga and the rest, Arifa was arrested. Myself, up to now, I'm still on the run. My fiancé was also arrested. He was detained in the police cell for more than 24 hours. The same Mohbad case.
On the run.
Yes, of course, up to now. Of course, and I've not been written properly. I was not invited. It was just like a jungle. They've been released on bail, and I know that their case is still on, and they will have to visit the court at the scheduled time and so on. But
wọ́n fẹ́ arrest wọn ni.
They didn't even tell me any arrest invite. All I know is that they went to where they thought they could get me. They didn't see me there, and the next thing is to pick up the person that was there in lieu of me. And the person was detained in prison until the lawyer saw some lawyer went there to get her out.
Nǹkan tí o kàn gbọ́ ni pé wọ́n invite bàbá Mohbad, wọ́n dẹ̀ invite Ẹlẹ́gùṣí. Bàbá Mohbad wá lọ sí invitation yẹn. Ẹlẹ́gùṣí, bàbá Mohbad àtọlọ́pàá wọ́n ṣe meeting. Meeting yẹn ni mo details of.
It's just the information for you, and I may discuss more with you offline if you allow me to do. And you know, like I said, the same thing is still repeating itself, and you know, some people are still there trying to use forces and power to want to shut some people up. You were in Nigeria before, you practice, you know, and you know how it is. For those who are not journalists, they will not people understand. So
I don't call what even happened with the Biyomi case. Well, what dismissed case in Biyomi? One of them love Biyomi. But this case was dismissed by the federal judge. They did not have enough evidence, and Iyabo was being paid to keep me in the prison. One sọ̀rọ̀ fún Iyabo, Ọlọ́run ní kí n má lọ right ìwé tí mo fẹ́ lọ right. One sọ̀rọ̀ fún Iyabo kó má wá sí court. Can you imagine? And tó sọ̀rọ̀ fún Chikunsi. Can I be Okoko?
Now that it is what it is now, I will still inbox you. This is my second account, my backup account. But it's still Westo for my real account, Westo for my backup, Westo for my Instagram, for my Facebook, for my YouTube, and so on. Westo for my...
Instagram, you go to DM you. Abi X. Abi Instagram DM me. Okay. Instagram on X, official Dr. Kemi. To DM me, I send an email me. I have one email that I talk at. Me, low by WhatsApp,
no problem.
One post will go information. Continue, Jerry.
We'll discuss that. But like I said, I just wanted to have a background knowledge about of me that I'm talking to you. No problem. May God give us your, you know.
Westo, between you and I, Casey, powerful forces for government.
Of course, I know. Of course. Let me just go back to the top so that we won't digress. Because you know, when you have a loaded person, Mama Wummi, and you know, you won't just miss your word because of the, you know, because you are loaded. That's what I noticed about you and some of us in the case. So now, how can we put together all of these things that we have, all of these things that you have, all of this information, as such that will be validated with evidence and brought about justice that we seek, rather than just doing it all the time by repeating almost everything or probably saying what we, you know, saying the same thing all the time.
The issue is not.
In addition, one saw we pay irọ́ pọ̀ nínú àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn. Reason ni pé kò sí authority láti validate it.
Because authority refuse. Let me tell you something. I want to support Rockport. People that say Rockport, you have to understand they are teams of what they call cyber terrorists. Iyabo has one, Wummi has one. Team Wummi, Team Iyabo. We're not interested in them. I'm not going to. Somebody Rockport, me really give a shit. Irọ́ tèmi ò pọ̀. Wọ́n ṣe ní Rockport ní ẹgbàá tí David Ondeyin láàárọ̀ àná. By ìrọ̀lẹ́ àná, David Ondeyin was declared wanted. Wọ́n gbé fún US embassy, wọ́n gbé fún British embassy, wọ́n gbé fún everybody. Wọ́n mọ̀ pé serious stuff lèmi sọ̀rọ̀ pa. Èmi ò fẹ́ believe ẹni tó bá sọ pé Rockport o. How do you validate me? Do you see what I'm tweeting?
Kí ni Ondeyin ṣe?
Jẹ́ kí n sáré parí eléyìí. Do you see what I'm tweeting?
Okay, yeah, sorry about that.
And tó bá fẹ́ rí nǹkan tí mo tweet the police every single day on Twitter, it's the same thing. Police do this, police do that. When is the police going to update the Nigerian public about Mohbad's case? Ṣé ìgbà tí wọ́n ṣe toxicology test àti autopsy ṣá finally jáde? Ṣé police address public? They did not. Lawyer Baba Mohbad ló wọnú court tó wá address media níta. The police did not update it. Why? Ṣé kẹ́sì lọ sọ̀rọ̀ DPP to the point to the fact pé lè update nǹkan tẹ̀sán pẹ́fẹ́ ṣe. There was no update now, guys. Láti April, May, was there any update by the police? No update, nothing whatsoever. That's because internal struggles ti wọ́n go. Owó wọn ti lọ, lè fẹ́ di CP, ìyẹn náà fẹ́ ṣe lè. Wọ́n ti dá kẹ́sì ẹrú. And that's what is going on. Ta ló béèrè question pa David Ondeyin? David Ondeyin question. Who asked? Ta ló béèrè?
Mommy one with God, man.
It is the mommy for
one with God.
Yeah.
One with God. Okay, let me tell you what happened. One arrest of work on last week. Freedom lorúkọ ẹ̀, Bristol Isaac. Ọmọ yẹn bẹ̀rẹ̀ a whole humanitarian Twitter tó ti máa ń fight for the helpless. That was what that angle was known for. Fighting for the helpless, fighting for people, and it was viral. So David Ondeye wá lọ link pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ìgbà tó rí pé ó ní viral platform. David á ṣe àwọn investigation kan á gbé sórí David Ondeye is not a trained journalist. I'm just going to tell you that. Investigative journalist ó pè rẹ̀ also university ní blogger náà pè disreputable blogger. Kò train formally anywhere so kò mọ ethics journalism. Nǹkan tí David ṣe nígbà tí Nàìjíríà jà pẹ̀lú Niger ECOWAS versus Niger David lọ mú Nigerian Air Force documents ó lọ post it online because òun máa ń fẹ́ validate everything. Journalism is not about validating. Journalism is not about showing evidence. Man, so far when you, I have a school on Twitter, 2222 Media Institute. Don't prove anything to anybody. Nigerians have gotten it into their head that you have to always bring evidence. Not all the time. You cannot always show evidence. You have to protect the source. John Torí Ọlọ́run. Wọ́n ṣùtò èèyàn wájú lébi mo jókòó sí balcony mo dẹ̀ ń wá àwọn èèyàn lórí ọ̀kadà èèyàn méjì lórí ọ̀kadà jáde wọ́n dẹ̀ ṣùtò èèyàn nínú car wọ́n pààyàn méjì driver and passenger. Àwọn tó rí shooting yẹn mo lọ bá wọn lẹ́yìn táwọn olè yẹn wọ́n lọ sínú boot nígbà tó ń shoot àwọn méjì yẹn tán àwọn tó wà lórí ọ̀kadà sí boot wọ́n dẹ̀ gbé báàgì kan wọ́n dẹ̀ lọ. They were gone. When everything died down crowd gathered dead body blood everywhere. Mo wá bí gate tó wà across the street tó ń ta mango àti fruit ní kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ bíbá ní kẹ́dẹ̀ sọ gbogbo ẹ̀ fún ni ó ló lè ní wọ́n ti ń trail àwọn pípọ̀ ìbọn láti GT Bank so gbà tó ń rí bump níwájú ilé wa àwọn slow bump yẹn fún títì káwọn èèyàn máa speed bump táwọn pípọ̀ yẹn kàn slow down ní bó ṣe double cross wọn tán shoot wọn nìyẹn mọ́tò dẹ̀ dúró wọ́n dẹ̀ gbé bag of 9 million naira nínú boot 9 million owó church pastor náà pa àti assistant pastor. This was in 2013 in Ibadan. Nigerian Tribune wá pè ní wọ́n ní Kemi something just happened near your house a robbery and it was violent and they killed 2 people a pastor was there. Mo ní yeah I know I'm sitting here on the balcony and I'm still watching the crowd. Can you help us file the story? Mo ní yeah, of course na make sure kó wọ́n mi ti wà nílẹ̀ o ìyẹn ò ṣe problem. Mo file story yẹn nígbà tí mo file story yẹn ṣé kí n dárúkọ ní kẹ́ni you understand guys ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Hello? Hello? You can hear me, okay? Shaking dárúkọ ní kẹ́ni nínú story. An eyewitness. Nike Balogun told me. That's what journalism is about. You don't have to provide any stupid evidence. Nike will be attacked. You cannot, you must protect the source. But David Ondeye took that and turned it around and brainwashed Nigeria. David always shows evidence. Share Air Force documents. And to fún ní Air Force document Nigerian Army ló wà wọ́n ti pààyàn sí now he's been deleted. Nǹkan tí àmì sọ nìyẹn nǹkan tó láti ṣe nìyẹn náà ẹ̀gbọ́n pa Edward Snowden rí ni àbí Julian Assange. How many presidents ló ń wá Edward Snowden nígbà tó release gbogbo NSA secrets to Russia? Obama was looking for him, Trump was looking for him, gbogbo wọn náà fẹ́ pa wọn rí pa. He's living in Russia now. An American in asylum and everything. So it's the same situation here that we're talking about. If the police does not update Mohbad's case, they don't care, and they should have. They told everybody that the case has gone to the DPP. The Director of Public Prosecutions, his job is to charge somebody and start a criminal trial. I want to charge any kokon. Let's release Prime Boy, let's release North, let's release everybody. Ẹ wá dákẹ́ òṣì láti April tí kìíní ẹ wá sọ fáwọn pé autopsy was inconclusive. Lawyers on time. Autopsy was inconclusive. We don't have a cause of death. We don't know whatever. Mr. Alobawa raised owó láti gba new lawyer. Mr. Alobawa raised owó láti gba new lawyer. Ipe, I must find out what's going on. Taiwo Odumosu is not playing around. Èmi wá turn around mo ní pé Wummi bí mi alẹ́ ni máa ṣe yẹn. Wummi olórí burúkú ni ẹ́. Gbogbo eléyìí ṣe ọgbọdẹ dákẹ́. Listen to me first. Odake, what kind of wife is that? When the autopsy came out and the toxicology test, Wunmi said nothing. Both of them said nothing. The mother and the wife said nothing, but they were fighting over property. And then the phone, everybody's fighting over the phones. When they came and took the Android phone, Mohbad's Android phone, the police said they had no idea he had an iPhone. That's because the iPhone contained the CC camera of the little bit that happened outside. Iyabo Jolo the guy's iPhone, yeah, but nígbà tó máa kúrò létí wọ́n gbé Mohbad lọ sọ́sibítù Iyabo ti gba iPhone yẹn ó lọ gbé sọ́dọ̀ Bọ́sẹ̀dé. She took it far away where nobody will get it. Wummi went back there and stole it, brought it back because she knew there was something sensitive in there. If she signed into that iCloud server, and she actually deletes that footage, it is still in Apple server and you can get it. You can get it. Apple show gba nǹkan lọ́wọ́ but eléyìí wọ́n pààyàn ni o. This is not like the terrorism case. Kí lorúkọ ẹ tó wà Baltimore bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn náà? Láyọ̀ ṣé wọ́n lè wà Baltimore?
One with God.
No. Tokunbo. But one with God ni Kemi.
Yeah. But you see the Tokunbo one with God ṣé wọ́n lè wà Baltimore?
Yeah.
Yes, dear.
Joshua rántí kínní yẹn, ó rántí case kan báyìí tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Virginia. Tí bọ̀bọ̀ kan lọ sí Iraq tó wá padà láti Iraq ó wá develop PTSD ó wá lọ rí doctor nínú barrack tó wá shoot doctor yẹn nínú hospital barrack nígbà tó shoot doctor yẹn tó wá shoot everybody else ṣé wọ́n ti pa many people ó pa up to 20 people ó pa a lot of people ṣé wọ́n ti pé pàtí kíní yẹn ṣẹlẹ̀ tí FBI lọ sílé ẹ̀ wọ́n lọ wo nǹkan tó sọ lórí internet last wọ́n lọ wo àwọn ìbọn wà nílé ẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ máa ń ṣe ní ẹtí máa shooting bá ti ṣẹlẹ̀ bó ṣe rántí vividly pé wọ́n lọ bá Apple pé kí Apple ṣí fóònù fáwọn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
ṣe rántí wọ́n ní kí Apple ṣí fóònù US government ní kí Apple ṣí fóònù Apple yàrá Apple ṣí fóònù.
Báwo ò ní ṣe yes.
wọ́n láwọn ò ní ṣí.
wọ́n ní because ẹni tó ní ti kú.
wọ́n lẹ́ni tó ní ti kú and their privacy this privacy that. US government takú wọ́n ní irọ́ he was a terrorist he murdered a lot of people blah, blah, blah. Now, terrorist long rights. Was he a terrorist before he did the shooting? PTSD ló lead it.
No.
But tí Mohbad yìí exactly tí Mohbad yìí ṣe terrorist wọ́n pa Mohbad yìí ó dẹ̀ wà lórí CC. Especially ìtàn bá ti di. Ṣé nǹkan tápò máa sọ ni pé ó yẹ kẹ́nìkan lè rí nínú CC camera nínú fóònù ẹ̀. But tó bá ti delete ẹ̀ nǹkan help us with the investigation. A tún kọ́ wọn láti ṣeṣe wọn. They did not go and do anything. The Nigerian police has not done anything. Mo tún kọ́ wọn nǹkan tẹ́ kẹ́ máa sanwó fún mi fún o tún kọ́ yín láti ṣe. Wọ́n ò ní ṣe nǹkan kan máa protect Wummi títí ni. Iyabo wá jókòó bẹ́ẹ̀ ó ṣe PR fún Wummi. Ó lọ ṣe account. I found out that her account that account tí gbogbo yín máa ti ń ka kìíní kan Wummi kìíní kan. Do you know what? Wọ́n ní àárọ̀ ní VDM. Ó ṣe fídíò pé òun ní kí ákà kan báwọn lọ wá IP address pé the same phone you post to me.
Please share this video. Share the video.
Have you noticed something about when I say something the next day is VDM? Àwọn èèyàn rò pa mọ́ra wa nínú
thank you for the gift.
mi ò bá sọ̀rọ̀ rí.
Thank you for the start. Thank you very much.
Kò pè mí ní mi ò pè kò dẹ̀ sí avenue tó lè ti message ẹ̀ but ó dárúkọ mi in one video níbẹ̀rẹ̀ tó ní pé if you think Kemi Oyinloye is lying about the paternity èmi ni mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ paternity. Yes. Because ẹnìkan ló sọ fún mi pé Mohbad kọ́ ló bí ọmọ yẹn. Later during the investigation wọ́n sọ fáwọn yẹn pé èèyàn mẹ́rin ló bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ nílé Mohbad. Now at the end of the day gbogbo nǹkan tí mò ń ṣe lòun náà ń wò possibly but we are not working together we don't work together some people want us to work together I don't work with anybody okay I'm a trained journalist I can't be working with anybody with my investigation. Ẹ wo nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí Pidom àti David Ondeyin náà ìsìn gbogbo yẹn máa arrested I do my own stuff independently. Now, with that being said, look at the situation we have now with that whole thing. Nǹkan tẹ́mi wo account yẹn last week, ẹnìkan pè mí, wọ́n ní go and see what Wummi posted. Mo ní kí ni handle ẹ̀, kí ni kan CHYY, kí ni kan CY33 something. Wọ́n ní kí lọ́wọ́ nǹkan tí Wummi post. Èmi bá débẹ̀, èmi ò rí nǹkan kan lórí Instagram story, bóyá ó ti expire. But when I looked at that account, kò sí profile picture. Not even Mohbad profile picture. Elisha, Nigerians come to my aid o. Ṣé rántí gbà yẹn? Gbogbo ẹ̀ make sense. Tí Karimo sọ pé come to kí Jọkẹ́ Sanwó-Olú come to Wummi say Nigerians are bullying her. In the early part, tí Karimo ṣe nice nípa pàtó fẹ́ justice. Then that handle also posted, come to my aid, though Nigerians are bullying me, Iyabo don't post everything. You know what I did? I gave that handle to my boy in Instagram. The news tip that was sent to me in the Biomi case that accused Iyabo of having an affair with a pastor, I was investigating that news tip. And the Biomi's lawyer told me to take the story down. No, continue saying one page of the letter. When you can take the story down, if you can investigate in Kokomi or take it down, the next day, sorry, delay me. No, if you can investigate it because no, for look at Biomi anywhere. He said, "Tell me, let me share." So at the end of the day, one arrest me, and the rest is history, as you can see. But when you really look at it, when we track the entire message, Instagram will track it. That's part of why they dismissed the case in federal court. Instagram, we are a phone app. By Facebook legal departments, Loman Sorong by our on Instagram. Now, we are a phone app. And before anybody can open Instagram, they have to have a telephone number. The news tip was not written by the journalist. Direction on lawyer Biomi Logbaniye, the wrong direction. All about the wrong direction. All on Kemi Loko, she made it up. She opened a fake account and sent the message to herself. She didn't got all she mistake one year. It came to me. I didn't open any fake account. I don't even do fake accounts. So at the end of the day, Instagram said the news tip came from a Nigerian number. What they call Nigerian number? You know, report of judge. Oh, I said Nigerian number. Company to one Sweden. True caller. What's a letter to Instagram? Hey, why will letterhead go on companies? True caller letterhead in Sweden. The number belongs to Iyabo Joe Pinky's group. When I came out of prison, Timon Bayaboja, Timon Buta. You remember that time?
Yeah.
True caller said it came from a Nigerian number. So that's why I went after Iyabo. So you are the one that actually sent me. You want to send fake news tips to me. Kilo come, you fell already. It was a Nollywood actress. One of the penny Nollywood veteran Vivian Mechi. Olopati soft case here. But the lawyer Ibiomi at Attorney General Rivers State. Oti kunsi. Gbogbo na kunu case mi na. Ó kunu orun ní London hotel. Ó lọ fún bar association meeting kan kò jí láàárọ̀. Wọ́n ṣèkà fún mi. Agumachinwe said, "My Lord, this woman is not a journalist. She's not a blogger. She's a woman who simply hates men of God." She's a journalist, she's a woman who hates God. People know what leni. Nígbà tí Agumachinwe, Attorney General Rivers State, tó sọ yẹn tán sí mi nínú courtroom, mo ní kò ní dá fún gbogbo yín. Gbogbo yín lọ́lọ́ máa ṣèkà fún, àti gbogbo ẹ̀ ló ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wọn. Àwọn mẹ́ta ló kú nu kéèkì. Kí ni Chinwe sọ? Okay, at the end of the day, maybe I made you work with me at 4 a.m. My number was public at that time. My MTN line, my post is not, Kemi, bio me. So maybe I made you work with me 4 a.m. on that day. When of February, Mr. That's already 6 a.m. My profile on Instagram, Nollywood actress. When you got only illness control bad, when she surgery phone. Because our méjì. Single mother alone, òun lè sanwó school fees wọn. Iyabo wá jọ̀rẹ́ òun, Iyabo wá introduce òun sí Apostle Suleiman. Apostle Suleiman wá sanwó school àwọn ọmọ òun, ó wá ra mọ́tò fóun. Mọ́tò tó rà fóun yẹn, Iyabo wá bọ̀ òun pé kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀, mo introduce ẹ̀ sẹ́yìn ò tí á ń gba mọ́tò. Iyabo wá jealous. Because of that, ó wá ń bí Iyabo nú. So ẹni tó ń gbé fóònù yẹn ò kì í ṣe Iyabo. Vivian ni ẹni tó ń gbé fóònù yẹn ni PA Iyabo, Gbéminíyì Adégbọlá. So ó mi pé Gbéminíyì ló send fake news tip yẹn sí mi. She to get. So at the end of the day, it wasn't Iyabo that I even sent it, was Gbéminíyì. Because after all, they're saying I'm accusing Iyabo and Ibiomi of having an affair. When I was just saying allegedly, and I use allegations allegedly, non-affirmative word, Associated Press, not collectors to judge, AP ni. The non-affirmative words were used here. There's no reason to have arrested the journalist in the first place. Or have the police prosecutor, but later on boys in SARS, federal SARS, she arrested Kemi when she used non-affirmative words. I wasted 6 months of my life because of Iyabo Ojo. Sometimes I might find out ta ló fún Gbémi Níyì ní letter. Gbémi Níyì dákẹ́ torí pé Iyabo file charges against her. Ó jí owó ní foundation on Pinky's group. Ó sá lọ pẹ̀lú phone, ó dẹ̀ jí owó. Èmi wá lọ bá ọlọ́pàá tó wà in charge of that case, of the stealing case. Ó wá jóbìnrin tó ń pè ní Dọlápọ̀ Badmus. Nígbà tí èmi wá pè Dọlápọ̀ Badmus sọ fún pé it's true. Gbémi Níyì is on the run. She stole Iyabo's phone and stole gbogbo kìnnìkan. Èmi ṣáà call girl now out to the point that brother Gbémi Níyì wá contact me. Only my sister did not write that letter. She was given that letter and it was written by someone else. Nígbà tó máa ṣe tó kọ lẹ́tà fún mi, wọ́n dárúkọ wọ́n ní Tóyìn ló kọ lẹ́tà. Wọ́n ní Tóyìn Abraham ló kọ lẹ́tà. So Tóyìn Abraham ló kọ 8-page letter láti defame Iyabo. Wọ́n á ní kó lọ fún journalist. Imagine this. Imagine all this. Kí ni mo fẹ́ sọ? Wọ́n ní Tóyìn ò like Iyabo at the time, gbogbo wọn jà. Mercy náà ò like Iyabo, gbogbo wọn jà. Today, gbogbo náà jọ̀rẹ̀ náà fẹ̀yìn náà ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀. Ó kí ni mo fẹ́ ṣe? Sọ́pà tí Tóyìn wá bímọ tán, tí Lizzy bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí jà pẹ̀lú Tóyìn. Tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí búra wọn ẹ lọ bímọ nílé alágbogbo. Remember that fight, Lizzy versus Tóyìn? Èmi ni mo parí ìjà yẹn fún wọn náà. Èmi àti Esabod la parí ìjà yẹn fún wọn. On a three-way call. I was on the call with Esabod, the woman from Pansi, Dọlápọ̀ Badmus, Yomi Fabiyi, and one more person. I don't remember who it was, but we had a three-way call on WhatsApp at the time. And Yomi said, Tóyìn is very evil. Yomi would like Tóyìn, apparently. They are not friends. Tóyìn is very evil. Tóyìn is a little kicker. Tóyìn ti bímọ dẹ̀ pé Tóyìn kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Tóyìn ò dẹ̀ ṣe lè bá ẹ̀sìn mi. Mi ò lè dárúkọ ní máa dárúkọ orúkọ Tóyìn nínú ìwé tí bá ti kọ̀wé prison tán. Tóyìn ti bẹ̀ mí. You know, ẹ máa ń lò mí fún agenda ara yín. Gbogbo yín wá send innocent journalist lọ sí prison. Ẹ wá defame innocent pastor Ibiyomi tí ò ṣe gbọ́. Èmi wá waste 6 months of my life. Kí ló wí?
Wọ́n ní pé ilẹ̀ parọ́ mọ́ pásítọ̀ yẹn gbà yẹn.
Nǹkan tó ṣe arrest mi nìyẹn náà torí I only posted page 1. Page 8 there were 8-page letter. Major kìíní ni èmi fẹ́ investigate but àwọn lawyer pastor fẹ́ kí n investigate wọ́n ní kí n take it down mi ò dẹ̀ take it down mo ní ma investigate. Even nǹkan tí mo the first page that I posted he had allegations allegedly so AP nínú tí wọ́n Associated Press kọ́ pé the journalist should never have been arrested in the first place because she used the right non-affirmative word journalists are supposed to use to prevent them from being sued. But she Nigerian police mọ̀ yẹn George Wawo Nigerian police prosecutor ìyẹn wà lè sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ so wọ́n kọ́ arrest me for nothing ní ṣá. Wọ́n á spend 6 months in prison wọ́n arrest me back and forth nítorí àwọn whole bunch of Nollywood girls níjà gbogbo ẹ̀ you know what I mean? Èmi ti forgive gbogbo wọn náà mo ti forgive Tóyìn ṣe bí mo act nínú movie Tóyìn. Àwọn fans Tóyìn ní irọ́ wọn parọ́ mọ́ Tóyìn ní gbogbo ẹ̀ ẹ má worry. Tóyìn náà ti bímọ ń sìn so ṣé mo bó ṣe rí tó bá lọ́mọ ó yàtọ̀ sí tó bá ti bímọ you know òru ọjọ́ kan ló pè mí náà ó fọmọ ẹ̀ lọ́yàn ọmọ everything and it's like it's really haunted her because nobody thought it would be like this so that's why I say don't take anything from anybody don't post anything you are not sure of because some people they do that wọ́n máa lo blogger to viral wọ́n á sanwó ńlá kan fún ẹ wọ́n á ní pé kò bá wọn borúkọ ẹnìkan jẹ́ I don't do that. I don't. It's a thing they do in Nigeria, and that is why when people say someone has paid me, woman, Biminugo, Naira Marley has paid her. Eléyìí ti pay her. She's working for some like Roro Shiboniye. So I didn't like all that stuff. At the end of the day, the whole issue about this whole Kama Lofon, Kama Shele, Kama Sheyen. Funke Akindele did a movie about it. She kí lorúkọ movie yẹn náà she something movie tí Fúnkẹ́ ṣe regarding àwọn tó máa ń lo identity oríṣiríṣi lórí social media gbogbo wọn náà máa ń avoid Iyabo ló ní amẹ̀bọ gist olóní amẹ̀bọ gist Iyabo àti Tonto ló ní gist lover 30 million náà ń gbà per month lórí gist lover láti borúkọ àwọn èèyàn jẹ imagine that and at the end of the day ṣe bá lọ sí wedding Tóyìn Láwàní tọmọ mi gbé fóònù Iyabo kí ló rí Iyabo long time kìnìkan èmi ò bá sọ̀rọ̀ long time kìnìkan kí tẹ̀ ní phone number ẹ̀ náà fún mi number ẹ̀ KJ take her phone and get her digits ní KJ bá gba phone lọ́dọ̀ Iyabo ó gba iPhone Iyabo ó fẹ́ fi phone number tiwa sínú ẹ̀ ṣó ti get. Bí ọmọ yẹn ṣe gbé phone yẹn, you know how some people open their phone. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, kí ni ẹ̀yin máa ń ṣe tẹ́ bá kọ́kọ́ gbé phone yín láàárọ̀? Ṣé bí nǹkan kan wà tẹ́ máa kọ́kọ́ tẹ̀? Àwọn kan máa ń kọ́kọ́ tẹ WhatsApp. Ṣé get? Àwọn kan máa ń kọ́kọ́ tẹ Instagram. Àwọn kan máa kọ́kọ́ wo Facebook notification wọn. Ó ní nǹkan tó ní kálukú ti ní brain tí wọ́n tán máa wò. Ẹlòmíì email náà máa kọ́kọ́ lọ. Now, bọ́mọ yẹn ṣe gbé phone yẹn báyìí, Káyọ̀dé kan lọ tẹ Instagram ni instead of the phone icon. Bó ṣe tẹ Instagram bẹ́ẹ̀ lórí Gistlover. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n rí Gistlover wide open in Iyabo's phone. Admin. Òun àti Tonto ló ń ràn ẹ̀ now. So, he's an investigative journalist, one with God. Look at this. Nígbà tí Iyabo lọ interview DJ tó ní pé wọ́n poison ẹ̀. Malian DJ tó sọ pé wọ́n poison. Wọ́n tún fa account number ọmọ yẹn. Wọ́n tún fa wọ́n fa account number ọmọ yẹn sórí kíní wọ́n ní káwọn èèyàn dáwó fún. Tó bá ti ní kó dáwó fún yàn, àwọn náà máa ń gba court tí wọ́n ń bẹ̀. They will take 20% of the dáwó nítorí wọ́n lo platform ó lè níwọ̀n Iyabo tí ò ní iṣẹ́. Ta ló ń hire ní Nollywood? Ṣebí TikTok ló máa ń ṣe tó máa ṣe comedian TikTok. At the end of má jẹ́ ṣe sọ pé kò ní iṣẹ́ because comedian TikTok ó fi ń gba monetization náà ni, but at the end of the day, Iyabo sọ fáwọn èèyàn pé kí wọ́n join òun live as I interview DJ Splash. So gbogbo àwọn fans ẹ̀ 6 million gbogbo wọn ti tẹjú mọ́ page ẹ̀. At the same time, Gistlover náà announce àwọn girls yóò gbọ́n sẹ́ we are ahead of them. We are trained journalists. Wọ́n á sọ Gistlover náà wá post pé at 10 a.m. Please be at Iyabo's page to watch our interview with Malian DJ. Do you see what they did there? They diverted everybody on Gistlover. Chances are people on Iyabo's page are already following Gistlover. Sure you get?
Yes.
But they diverted. The percentage of people following Gistlover not following Iyabo is very low. But they diverted all the Gistlover fans to Iyabo's page. So Iyabo got significantly maybe 2% more followers because everybody wanted to watch the video. Just get it, guys.
Yeah, Ben, yeah.
Okay. Now, this is the part where it gets interesting. If you work in Abuja, I called 2 different people. One of them being Wale Jana. When you Wale, mo fẹ́ kó ṣiṣẹ́ kan fún mi. Bolowa, Olóhùn wà ní ọ́fíìsì o. Ó yá, gbé fóònù ẹ̀ sókè. Kó tán page Iyabo lẹ̀. Wọ́n á pè another person l'Abuja. Mo ní káwọn náà ṣe the same thing.
I know Wale Jana.
As soon as Wale Jana, as soon as Gistlover ṣe ti ó ti kódà ló ń lọ wọ́n ti defame ẹ̀ pa lórí Gistlover. But let me just tell you what happened. Èèyàn méjì tí mo pè mo ní kán máa wo fídíò yìí lọ ṣó ti yẹ mo ń wá Regina Abinedun Woko but àwọn èèyàn sí around. I needed 3 people but I got 2. Put your phone to Instagram Iyabo Ojo because she's going live in 15 minutes with DJ Splash, who she claimed was poisoned at the Malian house. One poison for what? So gbogbo èèyàn ti wà lórí page Iyabo 321 Iyabo went live. Guess what we were doing? Àwa ò wò lórí page Iyabo live. Ẹ mọ̀ bí táwa ti wò Gistlover làwa ti wò live. Ibi tí mo ní kí Wálé náà wò nìyẹn. Mo ní Wálé tán tiẹ̀ sí Gistlover. Ṣé o ní fóònù méjì tàn kejì sí Iyabo? Gistlover and Iyabo went live at the same time. I'm not talking about gbé phone mo phone o. I'm not talking about filming from another phone. I'm talking about they were there inside that living room.
Wow.
So ta ló wà nínú ilé DJ tó ń film pẹ̀lú Gistlover account? Who could it be? Oh yeah, guess who could it be? Mo sọ fún mi ìwà Adéjọbí. Mo ní Iyabo ló ń ṣe interview sẹ́ẹ̀. Listen again. Iyabo ló jókòó pẹ̀lú DJ tó ń ṣe interview. Fóònù tí Iyabo wà lọ́wọ́ ẹnìkan nínú ilé yẹn. Don't record there live sínú account Iyabo. Ṣé you understand?
Yes.
Ẹni tó gbé fóònù Iyabo kàn mí. Ó lè jẹ́ Priscilla, ó lè jẹ́ Festus, ó lè jẹ́ anybody, ó lè jẹ́ driver gan. Ẹni tó gbé fóònù Iyabo kàn mí, but it was live on Iyabo. Ẹni tó gbé fóònù Gistlover ló kàn mí. So who do you think it was?
Iyabo.
Tonto. Iyabo àti Tonto no lay everywhere together leko. Wọ́n lọ funeral home together. Wọ́n lọ funeral home together. Wọ́n lọ sí kí ló ń pè? Wọ́n lọ funeral home together. Wọ́n lọ sí ilé DJ. Wọ́n lọ sílé Bọ́sẹ̀dé. Wọ́n lọ sign condolence. It was Tonto. They went around Lagos together. So to why you buy nǹkan tí mò ń sọ. So I was watching Iyabo on one and I was watching Just Lover Live on the other. Okay, it's not all that rubbish Osha does. Osha is an idiot. Complete idiot. Nìyẹn tí straight down in any country. Nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé Osha ló máa ń gbé phone. Tá máa record wà live lórí live wà gbá Android wà máa fi film nǹkan tó ń wò live. It's not that. They were both inside that physical living room. She understand? Yeah. She's a snake. And that's why they call her Shekpeteri. If you know about Shekpeteri in your state, you will know. Shekpeteri is a Shekpeteri is a town in Oyo State.
No, I've never heard.
Shekpeteri is in Shaki. My father was governor. My father was governor in Oyo State Timotiwa. By saying on London Shaki, there's a small town called Shekpeteri. Shekpeteri was named after the British. Our British not with Shekpeteri because ni Shekpeteri nǹkan tó famous in Be. Shaki is known for shea butter around the world. Ibi tí shea butter ti wá ní orí. Àwọn ará Shaki wọ́n máa forí, wọ́n máa fi dín ẹran, wọ́n máa fi dín chicken, wọ́n máa fi dín gbogbo nǹkan. They use it full blast. But àwọn òyìnbó máa gbé orí, wọ́n máa lọ fi ṣe cocoa butter soap, shea butter soap. Wọ́n fi ṣe soap, wọ́n fi ṣe cream gbogbo ẹ̀. Owó ńlá lórí. But
I want to believe that she's probably on the call. Before she will come back, Mr. Duke, I see you. I greet everyone. Mr. Duke. Yeah, she might be on the call. I greet everyone once again.
Shekpeteri, Mama Love very soon. Phone meeting dead, and I'm outside. Me, the power bank, Danny. Shekpeteri was named after the British name in the colonial days. A lot of the British stayed over there too, and a lot of people get bitten by snakes in Shekpeteri. And so one of the things they discovered there was the snake venom. Ṣé gbogbo ilé ẹ̀mọ̀ kan tí snake venom ń ṣe? Tẹ́ bá mú ejò tẹ́ yọ venom lára ẹ̀, owó ńlá mà ní. Tó fi ń develop àwọn vaccines kan and all that stuff. So a lot of people are getting bit by snakes. Doctors were treating snake bites. The whole place is known about. Tó bá dé Shekpeteri tó wà nínú igbó kan tàbí some small hedges grow in front of your house. Cut it because the snake's inside. So that's what Shekpeteri was. So what they named it after was the name for the snake, serpent. Sure, you know serpent. A serpent. That's the other name for serpent. Not a Shekpeteri. But she's only Shekpeteri near. That's the name for your state. So Nkoti Lizzie referred to me, Iyabo is a snake. That's all she is. So at the end of the day, people, what one with God is saying, how do we get them to now validate? I need validation, Olokpa. We are just asking them for the same thing. And we then tweet every day. It is time to update the public on Mohbad. Amnesty International àti propaganda. Ṣé ẹ̀yin rò pé gbogbo àwọn èèyàn tí Amnesty ti ń fight fún ní Nàìjíríà? Ṣé kò yẹ kó ti pé Mohbad láti jọ ẹ̀? Abẹ́rù. Release Pidom, free Pidom. Wọ́n kàn máa follow propaganda ni. Àwọn sọ pé Pidom is David Hunde his boy. Now, ẹ wo gbogbo àwọn classified documents David ló ń kó fún Pidom kó máa post. Ó fi ọmọ ó lu ọmọ yẹn ni. Ìgbà tó wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí jà nítorí cryptocurrency ó wà lọ kó bá. Ó lọ sọ fáwọn yẹn ó pa anonymous call wọ Abuja sí cyber criminal division ó ní kan lọ mú lótẹ́ẹ̀lì kan ní Port Harcourt ó ló set up gbogbo downfall ọmọ yẹn nítorí owó. So unfortunately internal investigations tí wọ́n àwọn náà wá release information lánàá pé David and Michael Alade are both wanted. That means that our concern, some people are saying they must have been looking at Kemi Law's investigation. They couldn't have been. 2 weeks ago, let me share space. Okay? Even if it's 2 weeks ago, we share video by 5 o'clock. Or can you come up with that? What is going on is that the boy is talking to them. Can't you understand? Pidom is talking to the police and telling them the truth. David Lokwele fún mi, David Lokwele, ó lọ kó gbogbo classified document. Tẹ́ bá rí àwọn kankan tó kó fún. Àwọn Ghanaians máa sọ̀rọ̀. Mo ti post ẹ̀ láàárọ̀, àwọn Ghanaians ṣì máa sọ̀rọ̀ because Kumasi ló wà ní Ghana. Ibẹ̀ ló ti gba asylum, Kumasi ló wà. Àwọn Ghanaians dẹ̀ ṣì máa le. Nǹkan tí gbà tó release Air Force documents yẹn tó sensitive yẹn, Nana Akufo-Addo kọ lẹ́tà sí President of Ghana lórí Ghana letterhead. Ipa àwọn òní lè protect ẹ̀ mọ́ because United Nations Refugee Convention wọn ò lè deport yẹn tó wà on asylum. But o ò lè wá asylum nílùú wa kó máa ṣe nǹkan burúkú. Tó bá lọ gba asylum ní Canada àbá asylum ní America wà tó wá lọ wá ṣe nǹkan burúkú ńbẹ̀. Who does that? Ṣé o mọ̀ nǹkan tí mo mean?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni ma.
Àwọn national security stuff tó ṣe yẹn ó lè dà lóru o. Àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ Boko Haram, àwọn governors tó sponsor eléyìí. Imagine káwọn ọlọ́pàá máa àti army, Nigerian army àti Nigerian police kọ́ máa investigate àwọn ọlọ́pàá kan tó believe pé they are sponsoring Boko Haram and all that. Imagine that. Kí journalist kan àbí one so-called journalist kó wá máa release gbogbo information yẹn. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Kó máa release gbogbo information yẹn nígbà táwọn ń try láti nail àwọn governors yẹn. Àwọn yẹn máa mọ̀ pé wọ́n wá àwọn it was bad. So kọ́ tó lọ kọ́ fọ́mọ ọlọ́mọ nìyẹn. Ọmọ ọlọ́mọ tẹ́ pé humanitarian stuff ló máa ń ṣe. Wọ́n á lọ lo platform ẹ̀ because he has a viral platform. So what happened next is, wọ́n fún ní bail o, wọ́n lè fún at all. Wọ́n ti remand ẹ̀ sí Kuje prison. Ó máa pẹ́ bẹ̀ yẹn jọ. Ó lè tó 2 years in bed, but wọ́n fún ní bail. And because of that reason now, they determined, they declared David Hundeyi as wanted. Wanted and Michael Alade wanted. Ghana ni gbogbo wọn wà, but ẹ ṣáà jẹ́ ká máa wòran lọ. Ọ̀rọ̀ tí Mohbad ló bá mi. I tweeted Amnesty International. I said you have never mentioned Mohbad. You have never activated for him. Ṣé ránṣẹ́ ọmọ kan tó pa tó ló ń ṣe olóṣó báyìí tó ń ṣe fake life pẹ̀lú one boy, Killer Boy. Ṣé ránṣẹ́ case Killer Boy? Killer Boy pa girl yẹn lájà. Wọn ò tí ì fún ọmọ yẹn ní justice because Killer Boy sá lọ sí Sierra Leone. Wọ́n á gbé poster ẹ̀ wanted. Wọ́n pe Interpol. Wọ́n ní kó lọ mú Sierra Leone. Wọn ò tí ì arrest Killer Boy dè ní. Ó sì ń gbádùn everyday ní Sierra Leone. Wọ́n ì arrest ẹ̀ dè ní. Case ti ẹ̀ wá Amnesty International. Yes, case girl yẹn wá Amnesty náà. Èèyàn tó ń ṣolóṣó. Case ẹ̀ wá Amnesty kígbe fún. Kílẹ̀tẹ̀ kígbe fún Mohbad. Ṣé ti pé nǹkan kan ṣẹlẹ̀? Have you noticed something is happening? Nígbà tí wọ́n arrest ẹ̀ ní Amnesty International did not talk about me. Every judge, gbàtẹ́ pé Nigerian ló handle. Okay, you see what I said there? I said the word handle. Nigerian ló handle. Kemi Olunloyo was arrested 3 times. Amnesty International Nigeria never tweeted about me. CPJ no tweet about me. CPJ is in New York, Committee to Protect Journalists. They never tweeted about me. Every other useless journalist that they arrested, come and tweet. Don't arrest journalists. Nigerian journalists are being. Our journalists don't say wrong thing. No advocate for Pidom. Pidom is not even a journalist. Everybody was calling him an investigative journalist. Don't worry, you're a journalism for any formal training. Ọmọ gan sọ fún rẹ̀ lánàá pé òun ṣe journalist o, but everybody out there fighting for the wrong people. Amnesty mentioned Mohbad's name. President Tinubu has not mentioned Mohbad's name. Àwọn oríṣiríṣi èèyàn ló ti kú, oríṣiríṣi cases ló ti ṣẹlẹ̀. Ẹ wo case Whitney náà, tọmọ yẹn wà electrocuted tó lọ ságége stadium pẹ̀lú Chrisland school. Buhari mention ẹ̀ lórí handle ẹ̀. Ó lọ́wọ́ mention kún ṣẹlẹ̀. Buhari mention more tragedies ti Deborah Sokoto. Buhari mention ẹ̀, Atiku náà mention ẹ̀, Peter Obi náà mention ẹ̀, of course àwọn yẹn lò fún election purposes ni. So kí ló dé tí Peter Obi ò tí mention Mohbad? Peter Obi mentions everything, even though he didn't win the election. Ó sì máa ń ṣe bí pé president lòun. Kí ló dé tí Peter Obi ò tí mention Mohbad? Kí ló dé tí Peter Obi Atiku ò tí mention Mohbad? Gbogbo wọn á dákẹ́ síbẹ̀ bí pé Mohbad ò kì í ṣe. A máa continue investigating. First lèmi ṣe ń sìn. Mo ti ṣe investigation mo dẹ̀ ti come up pẹ̀lú suspect. Facts tí mo fi list investigation ni wọ́n á sọ sí. Èyí ni first àti máa mention pé Iyabo ló ní kó jó blanket yẹn fast. Bàbá Mohbad rí bloody blanket ó bèrè pé kí ló bloody báyìí wọ́n ti jó dànù. Evidence not destroy yẹn right there. The crime scene was not sealed. Wọ́n tún talé yẹn. Wọ́n kó gbé ẹrù Mohbad kúrò. Nǹkan tẹ́ pé ó yẹ kẹ́ ti máa dust for fingerprints. Ó yẹ kẹ́ ti máa dust for fingerprints. Do you guys have a charger? No? iPhone?
Yeah, but we are charging an iPad, so...
Oh, you are charging your iPad. Okay, I'll come by there later. But anyway, nǹkan tó ṣàn ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn. I have nothing else to say. Gbogbo video ti wa off lálẹ́.
Mo fẹ́ kẹ́ clarify kankan kẹ́ tó lọ. Dr. Kemi.
Yes.
Mo fẹ́ kẹ́ clarify kankan tẹ́ fẹ́ lọ. Because ìgbà tẹ́ ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa investigation yìí, ẹ sọ pé nípa ọrùn. It was kind of stabbed or something in the neck or something like that. But I noticed recently there's a video to one in an ambulance that is going around. To just put that only plaster ori. I don't know if you came across that.
That video is not. That video. Ṣé ambulance tó fi gbé body ẹ̀ lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ autopsy ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ pa?
Another one. Ìyẹn wà lórí mọ́tò bá wà lórí express road. I think it must have been done right from when he died in the house.
Oh yeah, it don't think Siko Road or something like that.
Yeah, it was on the main road.
Ṣé pé pàtó fi ambulance gbé mi tí rí yẹn? Ṣé pé ambulance tó gbé láti Perez lọ Siko Road? Ṣé nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ pa nìyẹn? Ambulance tó gbé rí.
Video yẹn wà lórí platform mi.
There's only one ambulance so ó wà lórí tani.
Okay.
Oh, I know
Let me play it. I will play it.
Did you say there was a plaster behind his neck?
His head.
Behind his head. Even though it's not here now.
Mo pé ṣé gbogbo orí ẹ̀ àwa kò rò pé ṣé fi tó sọ yẹn gbàtà tí pé ó ṣe wà wájú but when you look closely kò sí bí plaster ṣe lè lẹ̀ mọ́ ẹ̀yìn orí èèyàn àfi tí wọ́n yẹ pé on shave with the ear. So that would explain why we were hearing shaving of the head. And then secondly kejì kó kọ́ sáré tó bọ́ fà ìkọ́tẹ́ sọ lórí Gistlover fún kọ̀ọ̀kan fẹ́ sí ìyẹn sọ bí mo bí bá ṣe ti lò tẹ bá wo bọ́ọ̀ tó lọ wà ń bẹ̀ gbà tó ra mọ́tò yẹn tó lọ ra
Ade West
Ade West tẹ bá wo gbà tí ó jáde tó wá di ṣe disclaimer lórí internet tẹ bá wo tẹ bá wo òkè fídíò yẹn pápá dúró ẹ máa rí Gistlover àti Ade West joined. Ìgbà tí Ade West wá fẹ́ address public Gistlover wá kúrò lórí group ó wá kúrò lórí call yẹn. Ìgbà tí Ade West máa parí call yẹn Darosha wá join ẹ kàn máa wo òkè fídíò yẹn ẹ máa rí àwọn tó
wait so ẹ̀yin èèyàn picture tẹ́ fi hàn mí yìí o. Wọ́n ní kò ń ṣe body Mohbad o. This picture came out before Mohbad was exhumed o. This is one of the fake footages. This is not Mohbad.
No, but this
is one of the fake
video ni o. Video wow.
This video was released.
Irun tó ṣe lọ́jọ́ tó lọ play yẹn.
But this was released. This video was released before Mohbad was exhumed.
Come on, fast. Wari.
Instagram.
Ó wà lágbà Olára ọwọ́.
Ṣé Instagram lélẹ̀? Àbí TikTok?
No, TikTok ni. It's down.
This particular footage was.
Wà á rí pẹ̀lú ibi tí ọwọ́ wà. Máa lọ. So it was a main video. You could see they did a video around, and that video came out because they were trying to. Àwọn kìnìún ló release it.
Wait, hold on. Let me look at this. Oh, Shelley. Okay, this one here. Okay, now there was a plaster where.
Cherry. So
where was the plaster?
Snap. Cherry Biori again. Biori again. Cherry.
If you see the ego snap, if you say the screenshot to this. Can you guys see?
Okay, the plaster. More reason. Let me screenshot. Forward.
Oh, yeah.
Now, why was the plaster there? She got on Bimini.
Yes.
Why was that plaster there? When you look at that plaster, it is that same spot. See, you're in grave side, but on the grave.
Yes, I think, yeah.
But one war filler from Mohbad now, when they don't shave worry, but they confirm for shave worry. Body tell where you want shave any cocoon.
Yeah,
okay.
No, ṣé pé bàbá ẹ̀ confirm tí wọ́n ṣe ìwòrí ẹ̀ mọ́.
Ó sọ interview mi o, tí wọ́n ṣe ìwòrí ẹ̀, bó wọ́n wá
He has actually corrected that notion that They didn't shave him.
Okay, let me say something to you guys. I saw this video, but there's a problem with this video. This video is not Mohbad because this video came out 2 days before he was exhumed. Timestamp, let me film up Kishe Mohbad. It was a fake video somebody brought out. Kishe Mohbad said it came out 2 days before he was actually exhumed. It went viral. When he bought the mini Kishe body Mohbad because Mbati Mohbad was exhumed. Video it's Iwanta. So unless this video was the video of Mohbad before he was buried the first time.
Yes,
I think so. This is before, but it was not. This was before. This video was before he was buried the first time.
Yes.
And but it was not released. But war release. They did not release it until they did not release. They released it 2 days before he was exhumed. So I had a problem with this. But Ibolo lied down singing. Mortuary.
No, everyone got the ambulance wa sílé. Ambulance wọ́n kọ́ fi gbé lọ sí police station. Ó tó ń ṣètò ambulance Ìkòròdú.
I see. The ambulance not fi gbé lọ. Okay, mo rí footage but I just didn't know where or when. That's the reason because you don't know last authenticating call. Okay, whose account is the account when you say wo video yìí mo need it.
Màá share pẹ̀lú
mo máa gbà pé mi ò ṣí kíní mi ò ṣí DM TikTok like maybe I have 400 messages mo gbé sínú DM Instagram official Dr. Kemi lórí Instagram. Okay, ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀ pa plaster yẹn because nǹkan kan ṣe Mohbad lórí ṣe ti get nǹkan kan ṣe lọ́rùn mórí nǹkan kan ṣe Mohbad èmi ṣàbílẹ̀ pé nígbà tán gún Mohbad carotid artery was affected. Carotid artery is coming from the neck and it also goes towards the brain. And if you look at that section, biti plaster yẹn wà, ibi tẹ́jẹ̀ ti yọ nìyẹn. Ibi tẹ́jẹ̀ ti yọ nu pósí nìyẹn nígbà tó ń gbé jáde nu pósí. Ṣé ní ó sì pé ẹ̀jẹ̀ wà ní pósí? So kì í ṣe blunt force trauma o, nǹkan kan tó sharp náà fi gún Mohbad. Kì í ṣe blunt force trauma but ìgbà tí ó jáde síwájú tó gbé jà lọ síwájú ilé yẹn according to eyewitness so wọ́n drag ìjà yẹn lọ síwájú ilé ìgbà yẹn ni girl yẹn attack her with some kind of sharp object bóyá debris glass àti metal tó wà ní mọ́tò nígbà tó ń jà ní mọ́tò injury tọwọ́ àbí railing ibi tó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn and that CC camera caught it. Because the guy was fighting for his life. Ó dẹ̀ punch girl here to the point that Jumisile. And you can see the girl had swollen bumps on his head. Now, nǹkan tó bá fa bump àwọn Adé West àti bump Felix driver. Àwọn yẹn ó yẹ jẹ́ pé wọ́n làjà. Ṣé ti get? Because gbàgbé ntẹ bá làjà. Èmi ti lọ làjà níbàdàn rí o tán ju coke bottle bà mí lójú tí ojú mi gé. I mean, part of my forehead has a bruise. You know what I'm saying? So the ambulance was changed in Ikorodu when the one from Lagos said he can't wait. Yeah, okay. I didn't know whether this was a real footage because it actually came out 2 days before he was exhumed. Iṣẹ́ àwọn Belashimoda àti Zlatan was to be releasing videos that were too late, but so someone released this before they exhumed him. We saw this 2 days before he was exhumed. I guess when they said he was going to be exhumed, the person released it on purpose so we can see the injury. Is that a good analysis? That's a good analysis. And to release video, he wanted us to see in Kotamari. And in Kotamari, Atiri, Mbatongbe. Ado to go sinu Kininko, Abe Ado to go sinu graveyard. Ado here. Did you see the Ado?
Who ever feel protect Mohbad?
Ado. Ogun lọ sínú ẹ̀. Then irun ta ẹni tó gbẹ̀rún fún kọ́. Wummi tarun yẹn fẹ́nìkan. Wọ́n lẹ́ni yẹn ní call sisters pẹ̀lú Mohbad. Mohbad gan ṣe flash call signs ní concert níbẹ̀rẹ̀ concert. He was actually flashing a call sign to someone. Wọ́n dẹ̀ snap and photo. You know, there's so many things that went wrong here. We have to talk to our children about drug abuse, cultism, everything. Because this boy did not have to go this way. But at the end of the day, I still can't piece together premeditated murder. Some people see that. Amy was a police investigator, but I'm an investigative journalist. Amy she feel manslaughter and she premeditated. Now, it sounds premeditated because I wore a mobile, okay. My post me that sounds premeditated, but everything is premeditated, you know, it won't make sense. This is where the police comes in. They share one people Nigeria everybody to the investigator. As investigative journalist, as a regular person, everybody is the investigator. So at the end of the day, it looks like the case of YNW Melly. And you said you come on YNW Melly. Rapper America.
Yes.
So she was 50 years. So much trial. Nígbà tí YNW Melly drive mọ́tò pẹ̀lú àwọn label mates àwọn ọmọ tó wà ní label ẹ̀ méjì wà lẹ́yìn ìkan wà wájú wọ́n dẹ̀ shoot àwọn tó wà lẹ́yìn dead. Àwọn ọlọ́pàá ní Miami wọ́n sì insist pé Melly ló pa wọ́n. So bí Melly ṣe máa jáde ní left side tó máa turn around wàá pa wọ́n from the right side ibẹ̀ yẹn ni wàhálà ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. Now because the way ballistics are tó bá shoot èèyàn ballistics kò possible wọ́n á ní kò look back tó kàn open fire on them nígbà tó wájú wọn ló actually jáde wà lọ sẹ́yìn bí ìgbà tó fẹ́ ṣe petrol tank àbí kò dẹ̀ shoot wọn látẹ̀yìn. The ballistics did not show that. Ọmọ yẹn ní pé it was a drive-by shooting wọ́n fẹ́ pa gbogbo àwọn nínú label but tó bá wo concept drive-by shooting yẹn ló look good.
òun náà tuntun snitch ara ẹ̀ tó àwọn lyrics èkó.
Nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ this is what I wanted to say now. You took that words off my mouth. Ṣòro àwọn lyrics yẹn ó depend lórí ibi tó bá wà. Nígbà tí mo wà ní Canada nǹkan tó ṣe fún rapper kan ní Canada wọ́n admit àwọn lyrics wọnú trial George dẹ̀ gbà but ní Miami George ò gbà. Every law yàtọ̀ everywhere because our lyrics murder on my mind ọmọ mi remix orin yẹn ó sọ ní money on my mind to make it a more positive song. Because about lyrics murder I got murder on my mind nígbà tó ti plan ẹni but ìgbà wo ni murder on my mind jáde 2 years before that so tó bá ní problem pẹ̀lú àwọn label mates ṣé wọ́n ti dá gbogbo ẹ̀rù ọ̀rọ̀ record industry àti wàhálà yìí ó ti pọ̀ jù á ti dàrú but kò dàrú pẹ̀lú wọn so George yẹn ò gbà kò pé ní premeditated but the whole thing is hanging. The first trial was mistrial so wọ́n máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ second trial nsìn gbogbo ẹ̀ ti sún mi.
When you do 10 years, right? When you
Well, Tani, many 5 years money. Láti 20. Yeah, when we go to bẹ̀rẹ̀ náà. Láti wait to 5 years 2018. 2018.
Yeah, 2018.
6 years.
Yeah,
2018. 6 years in the scene. So ó tún ní COVID nígbà tó wà nínú ẹ̀wọ̀n ìyá ẹ̀ tún ní kan fún bail torí COVID gbogbo ẹ̀ kàn dàrú ṣá but nǹkan tẹ̀mí ṣáà feel ni pé as a music journalist and as an investigative journalist I looked at myself in both ways and I just thought Melly didn't do it. Àwọn kan lọ drive by ẹ̀tàn pa ọmọ yẹn ẹ ṣáà rí nǹkan tó ṣe Biggie àti Tupac nígbà ẹ̀ńtọ́ mú fún kú Biggie ọlọ́pàá ní in the end. You know, the only person they have as the suspect that killed Biggie is a police officer. Now, any consequence, Diddy will plan everything. One of Diddy's people has now said Diddy planned the whole thing. So, ọlọ́pàá ni Diddy hire láti pa Biggie. You see my point?
Yeah.
They can use police for anything. Only get one of those Miami police officers who open fire and bang. It's not fair with that way. And when they're racist by the department here, Miami police. Well, I say, Jerry, young black people don't shoot around fully or no. Just follow the fully obey in America.
Dr. Kemi, one more question.
Go ahead,
and I remember that you mentioned and to go in party, Casey Taylor, who was the head, is the one that fired some few months back. And we have a situation now where the legal team have requested that the investigation team be changed. Just a question: who is in charge? Who do you think is meant to make that move to change it? And do you see the feasibility of it going the way we want, whereby if they will be changed for people that would do the case properly? Or thirdly, if that fails, what can the public actually do to move this thing forward? Thank you.
Number 3 first. You probably can't do anything but protest everything. And protest in Nigeria means gbogbo yín náà máa dá hashtag wọ́n lè tẹ̀ máa tweet pa tàbí kẹbọ́ sórí títí bí nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lábẹ́òkúta àwọn abẹ́òkúta protesters don't protest peacefully in droves crowd nígbà tí mo bá ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ kú peaceful protester bẹ́yẹn. Now the second question, who is the person that will have to choose the new police team? Ẹgbẹ́ tó kù. It was only a petition. They have just petitioned him. Kò tí ì down. Nǹkan tẹ́mi feel ni pé tó bá down lórí petition yẹn. Petition yẹn ni pé kí wọ́n disband àwọn ọlọ́pàá yẹn. Wọ́n dey scrutinize gbogbo bank account wọn. To make sure they are not taking bribes. Nìyẹn lè ti wà too late. Ṣé o ti get? But owó tó ń gbé fún wọn lè ti move his account mi. Ṣé o ti get? Now, bear with me, I'm missing my engineer here. Now, when they disband the officers and they put new officers into the case should go federal. It should be taken away from Lagos State Police Command altogether. There's not much they can do. So like saw the federal case, not be Abuja. Our detectives necessarily might was Echo, but there's not much they can do because the crime scene has been destroyed. So to get tó bá rántí Funsho Williams nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nígbà tó ń pa Funsho Williams, so you remember that?
Very much.
Wọ́n lọ gbé investigators wá wọ́n lọ jẹun but wọ́n tún wọ́n gbá investigators wá láti Funsho Williams mo ń sọ náà Bọ́lá Ìgè o Funsho Williams àwọn Bọ́lá Ìgè náà lọ jẹun but Funsho Williams tí Funsho Williams yẹn ṣe wọ́n tún gbá àwọn ọlọ́pàá kan wá láti Scotland Yard láti UK. The problem with all this gbé ọlọ́pàá kan wá láti before is that crime scenes were destroyed. It only takes 30 minutes or less to destroy a crime scene. For example, since iPhone mobile tí Iyabo mú lọ sílé Abọ́sẹ̀dé mi tí announce yẹn máa announce ẹ̀ ní alẹ́ kí n tó sùn. iPhone mobile tó gbé lọ sọ́dọ̀ Abọ́sẹ̀dé tó lọ fún kí ló gbé lọ síbẹ̀ fún. Iyabo took it far away as possible because there might be footage in there. Ó wá gbé fún Bọ́sẹ̀dé. Imagine kó lọ gbé nǹkan tó ti wà compromise fún mi ìkànnì Iyabo náà ọmọ pé yẹn lè kọ̀ bá ìyá yẹn. Exactly. So nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé the crime scene itself has been destroyed. The house has been sold. Wọ́n ti pa gbogbo rẹ̀ kúrò nílé. Àwọn ẹrù Mohbad wọ́n gan expensive sneakers. Wọ́n ní pé ìyá Wummi náà bá wọn wọ bàtà Mohbad kan. Ó wọ sneakers ẹ̀jẹ̀. Àwọn sacrilege taboo son-in-law ti ẹ kú. You know what I'm saying? Mohbad could have been the best son-in-law. Èmi wá wọ̀n Iyabo lánàá nínú fídíò kan tí mo ṣe one of the video 5 ni mo ṣe lánàá. Mo wọ̀n ẹ̀ mo ní ìwọ báyé ẹnìkan jẹ́ èèyàn tó yẹ pé Mohbad could have been a great son-in-law. Ìwọ wá ń polówó son-in-law tiẹ̀ on distract attention irọ́ ló pa Iyabo. He's trying to distract Nigerians all the way till 12th of September. I'm going to put her on the hot seat so they get away with it like. My love, phone me to 12, iPhone 12 then you.
Yeah, thank you so much, man.
Ìtàní mo jẹ wá mi jẹ nílé.
Dr. Kemi, mo ti send message to your my number.
Jẹ́ kí n sọ̀rọ̀ kí ẹ tó lọ. Nǹkan tí ẹ ṣó ẹ má bínú. The music ẹ má bínú. Kí Madam Kemi tó lọ, mo fẹ́ fi àwọn nǹkan kan wọ̀nyí ni. Mo kí Dr. Kemi Olúlọ́yọ̀, mo kí ẹ kú ṣẹ́ mà.
Tẹ́ni Ọmọlógo, how are you?
Okay. I'm fine ma, thank you so much ma. Yeah. Ẹni tó so picture Mohbad lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn, nǹkan yẹn mo fẹ́ clear. Ṣẹ́rí Madam Kemi, ẹ dúró lórí writing. Manslaughter lọ́rọ̀ Mohbad. Ṣẹ́rí about the head. Ẹ wò mí nǹkan fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí. Ẹni tó show picture yẹn, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mo fẹ́ kẹ́ni yẹn bá mi rí show picture yẹn kí wọ́n fi tọwọ́ mi mú. Yeah, ẹ rí show ẹ̀ báyìí.
Manslaughter gan tí mo sọ pé jẹ́ yẹn, àwọn colleagues mi ní Canada wọn ò gbà. From what I narrated to them and what they read, àwọn òyìnbó colleagues mi, crime reporters méjì tí mo bá ṣiṣẹ́ ní Toronto Sun.
Please share the video.
Wọn agree, tẹ́ni ṣó ń gbọ́ mi.
Bẹ́ẹ̀.
They saw it as premeditated.
Yeah,
They saw it as equal planning.
On the good, okay.
All right.
eléyìí tí wọ́n gbé jáde yẹn fídíò ìmọ́lẹ̀ ni ó wà nínú fídíò yẹn bọ̀ kó tó di pé wọ́n lọ bẹ́ẹ̀rì rẹ̀ ni fídíò yẹn ti jáde sídà bóyá gbà tí wọ́n ń ṣe àwọn pláàni ìwèrè wọn yẹn tán plan pẹ̀lú Ìyábọ̀ nígbà tí mo bá di.
Hello? Who is this now? Hello? Iyabo ta lare lana. DJ na. Okay. MC Biggie. Good evening, brother. Which one for inside? Okay, when? And this coming Saturday. Okay. I will call you back. Okay. Okay, no, thank you.
Phone number, lo share account.
This Saturday, I get work.
Yeah. Now,
IP address ni
very dark man.
IP address ni very dark man. Again, phone number le mi gbé jáde, phone number Iyabo ni.
Ṣẹ́rí ẹ wo picture yìí, ẹ wo fídíò yẹn dáadáa. Mo fẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ wo lọ round Mohbad. Ẹ máa rí pé kíní yẹn dàbí kọ́fà ni tí wọ́n fi kọ́fà rẹ̀ ó wà ní side kíní kọ́lọ̀ ní kẹ́wo. Ẹ máa rí pé òní ẹ bí gbà pé bí kọ́fà tí wọ́n tẹ́ sílẹ̀ tí wọ́n gbélé lórí ni. Kì í ṣe blaster eléyìí ẹni bá fọ́jú ló lè sọ pé blaster nílé eléyìí ò kì í ṣe blaster kọ́fà ní bóyá bí blanket àbí nǹkan tí wọ́n máa ń lò fáwọn òkú tó máa fi ń kọ́fà àwọn tó máa fi ń gbé wọn ń lélẹ̀ ẹ wo gbogbo ẹgbẹ́ yẹn máa rí pé ònìyẹn bẹ̀ yẹn bí even ẹ wo blanket ti grey yes ẹ wo blanket tí wọ́n padà rí ní ẹnu steps railings yẹn tó fi kọ́ bẹ̀ ó fẹ́ jọ kọ́lọ̀ yẹn eléyìí ò kì í ṣe blaster aṣojú wa fọ ni ṣé bóun ló débi ọrùn yìí ṣé plasada ló débi ẹgbẹ́ láti bi orí débi ẹgbẹ́ orí débi ẹgbẹ́ ọrùn tó wá síbi ìsàlẹ̀ ibi tó wá káàkiri wọ́n gbélé lórí ni náà wọ́n gbélé eléyìí ò kì í ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ó dàbí báàgì yes God bless you.
Kẹ́ni kí ló ń sọ náà?
Kí ló ń sọ ni pé àwọn èèyàn sọ wípé wọ́n fá orí ẹ̀ níbi ẹ̀yìn yẹn mi ní Mohbad òun but eléyìí tí àwọn èèyàn ń gbé kiri sìn kì í ṣe blaster. Now ẹ jẹ́ kí n fi fídíò tó wà lọ́wọ́ mi wọ̀nyí ẹ the picture ìmọ́lẹ̀ ló ní kinní yẹn mo fẹ́ kí ẹ rí i pé ọ̀rọ̀ ọlọ́bẹ tàbí ìkù ìyẹn ti clear ẹ lè gbé kúrò ẹ jẹ́ kí n fi fídíò tó wà lọ́wọ́ mi.
Head injury ló pa ọmọ head and neck injury.
The music, the other one wants to video yẹn, orí page ọ̀rọ̀ tí ni máa lọ gbé gbogbo everything jáde. Paul ẹ̀ sọ orí page tó ti ní video yẹn fún mi.
Either way, head and neck injury ló pa ọmọ yìí.
Kí ló sọ?
Either way, it was the head and neck injury.
Now, mo fẹ́ kí ẹ wo eléyìí torí TikTok. Ṣé ẹ rí i pé ẹ̀jẹ̀ ló sàn wá láti níbi ẹ̀gbẹ́ ní ọwọ́ Adé West ni tó fi ọwọ́ kọ́ Mohbad ẹ̀jẹ̀ ló sàn wá sísàlẹ̀ yìí. Now mo fẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ wo another one ẹ wo ọwọ́ Mohbad bíbá ẹ lè lọ wo fídíò yẹn o ibi tó ti pariwo Mohbad is dead kí lélẹ̀ níbi ọwọ́ ẹ̀ bí pàtẹ́yìn bá fi ọwọ́ gba ọ̀bẹ tàbí ìgò àbí nǹkan ó lélẹ̀ ṣé wọ́n jìtọ́ ní lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ bíbá. Now ṣé wọ́n rí picture tẹ́ ń gbé tó wà lọ́wọ́ yín yẹn wọ́n restrict ti fún mi ní restricted ẹ má wọrí now ṣẹ́rí mo fẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ wo picture tó wà lọ́wọ́ yìí ẹ wo bí ìsàlẹ̀ yẹn ẹ máa rí wípé ṣẹ́rí wọ́n ti lọ photoshop síbẹ̀ yẹn wọ́n ti clean rẹ̀ bọ̀ tó ṣì hàn ẹ bá wò ẹ wo bí ẹgbẹ́ ń bí ẹ wo bí ṣẹ́rí now nígbà tí wọ́n dẹ̀ sí Mohbad a rí máàkì a rí nǹkan kan níbi ẹgbẹ́ ń bí báyìí níbi ẹgbẹ́ aṣọ ẹ̀ nínú aṣọ.
Bandage.
Now, ẹ wo bí ẹgbẹ́ mi báyìí. But wọ́n ti lọ lo Photoshop sílẹ̀ tí wọ́n ń gbé kiri. Wọ́n ti clean rẹ̀, but wọ́n ṣe clean rẹ̀ tó kò clean tán.
Alright, nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ pè. So what I tẹ́lí ṣòro kan stab ẹ̀ again ní
tẹ́rí wọ́n stab ẹ̀ ní ìdàrẹ́ ìzídá by mistake àbí ibi tó ti ń dá nǹkan mọ́ra wọn wọ́n lè ṣera wọn léṣe. Wọ́n lè ṣera wọn léṣe.
Wùmí stab ọkọ ẹ̀ Wùmí ló stab ọ tẹ́lí òjò mo fẹ́ kó ṣe nǹkan kan fún mi jọ fóònù ti wọ 9%.
Vai, che mi servono le cose, vai. Qua c'è la spuma, Cosimo, portala.
E ce l'ho già, perché?
Oh, spira fumo. Ali comeback.
Oh, quel cobra.
Stai guardando la live, comeback.
Ah, sta in live, no?
Dai, guardiamo la live, dai.
Non lo far giocare ad Ali.
Oh, ma sta concetto, sentite che ha detto che non ti posso far giocare. Ha detto che non ti posso far giocare.
Perché?
Mi chiede perché, mi chiede il comeback. Allora, lì qualche settimana fa raccontavo un ragazzo qua, proprio di te, che giocavamo contro e io ho appena iniziato a giocare e tu facevi, quando facevamo con la
Ali, mi
mappa là,
serve il
uno contro
passaggio
uno.
alla doc.
Vedi che riservi il passaggio alla doc che a Concetta. E tu dicevi, che è successo? Che io morivo contro di te. Che è successo? Cosimo, lui è quello che all'inizio che giocava a Fortnite, facevamo contro.
Io non
Sì,
caico.
E mi faceva 15 a 7, 15 a 8. Roba di 2 o 3 mesi. E
Fino a
quando
che ora
decideva,
live?
faceva, e che è successo? Che è successo? Roba di 15 a 1, 20 a 1. Cosimo.
Chiocciola Lincamilion comba se o alla doc Wummi.
Capito, Cosimo?
Mica si alza l'isola, mica?
Sì. E sai che scusa la trova, mo, il fatto del PC, che io c'ho il PC buono, c'ho. Ecco perché lo uccido.
E lui gioca pure con il PC?
Lui gioca con la PS5,
Ah,
con la mira assistita.
io non ce la so a mettere sta cazzo di mira assistita, come cazzo si fa ancora non l'ho capito.
No, appena becco Manu ti faccio mandare il video. Ma l'isola, ma andiamo sull'isola, ma dove stanno le persone? Oh, manco una corona sta partita, ma manco una.
Fino a che ora live? Ma che mira assistita o sono io che gioco bene?
Uè, Manu c'è, uè, tra poco viene.
Mi sparano, mica?
Ma so bot, so.
Non lo vedo, neanche ho visto di dove mi spara.
Facciamo l'isola, ma vediamo se esce qualcosa.
Qua sotto?
Lascia stare, vieni qua, facciamo lì. Oh, atterra qualcuno dal cielo.
Chiocciola Lincamilion comba, non sai neanche tu come spari.
Eccoli che sono venuti.
Non lo so.
Sta qua giù, sta qua. Uè. Rotto? Morto? Ma l'ho distrutto!
Io trovare tutti i bot.
Oh, questo qua non ha capito niente, lì. Oh, l'amico.
Arriva a volo.
Distrutto?
Michele è più forte di te, mettitelo in testa.
Però una mano, Però una mano, al prossimo c'avevano quello
discreto.
Morto? Li ho craccati. Mo, aspetta che vengo su.
Coni, ora ti faccio vedere.
Aspetta che vengo su, fammi curare.
Vai.
Oh, ma ha fatto mica questo cazzo di cosa in volo qua. Dai che sta curando a quello, guarda.
M'ha fatto.
Ciao.
Vieni giù. Ciao bro.
Come vengo giù?
Fino live.
Non posso
No.
saltare, mica.
Dov'è che l'ho uccisa questo tizio? Dove stai, Cosimo?
Sono qua, sopra il tetto, mica, sopra il terrazzo. Ma l'hai ammazzato, mica?
Sì, a uno sì, l'altro se n'è andato.
Guarda, c'era bianco, porca miseria.
Ma uno era proprio in vita, facciamoci l'isola qua.
Aspetta, che mi medico. Mi arriva di nuovo.
Poi posso giocare se posso.
E vediamo, bro, se c'è posto, se c'è posto sì. Dai, che ci curiamo un po'.
Beh, mica, te lo dico... Vieni.
Vai, palla. Purtroppo se non c'è il coso per volare.
Chiocciola il mas bello.
Vieni
Ok,
qua, vieni qua.
scusa, ho sbagliato.
Fatti il medikit.
No, sta a posto, porta solo le cure. Anche se...
Volevo prendere
Oh, l'assalto! Buono!
Questa me la prendo io.
Oh, vediamo che deve succedere. Hanno restato.
Stanno arrestando, perché?
Andiamo a pushare. Dove che hanno restato? Qua.
Posso giocare?
L'ho visto. Se aspetti, sì, bro, aspetta un attimo, fammi sfondare a questi.
Vedi?
Oh!
Arrivo perché?
Con sto scudo! M'ha fatto, sto cazzo di scudo! M'ha fatto. Vabbè, dai, tanto ho fatto la missione, dai. Allora, con sto scudo, però, non lo tolgono più, sto scudo.
Adesso ti vengo a prendere,
Resta qua, ma poi c'hanno il coso che fa la scansione.
Domani mattina live o no?
Non credo, domani mattina no. Dopo pranzo sì. Vai,
Troppo lontano.
No. Perché non lo prendi? Vai nel riff! Vattene! Madonna. Vai nel riff, uè! Stava il riff vicino a te!
E dov'è? Vedi, a 9.
Stava vicino a te, Cosimo, stava però. Dai che torni in lobby, dai. Torniamo in lobby, Io ho detto torniamo in lobby. Ali!
Io ho detto,
torniamo in lobby.
perdiamo tempo, vuoto, dai. Non perdiamo tempo.
Posso sono strong _ rifle 43.
E vieni. No,
Troppo lontano,
sbloccata
ragazzi.
Dai, veloce però, strong.
Cavini,
Io posso?
La prossima, bro. Prova.
Perché sei andato a pushare, Michele?
Sono andato a pushare. Ho atterrato il bot, ho ucciso il bot, l'ho scambiato per la persona.
Ora posso?
Ho visto, ma perché sei andato a pushare da solo?
La prossima, bro, mi dici il nickname? Mettiamo pronto, raga. Madonna mia. Dai, mettiamo pronto. Perché c'ho una fame, io tanto da mangiare. Pensa un po'. Le mie mani van giù.
Mica, ma che c'è? Il cagnolino c'hai, mica?
No, che cagnolino. Non c'è il cagnolino.
Io ho mangiato le crepe, lo so che non si scriverlo per.
Ah, è lui. Cabaia. Ho capito. Mica che fa? Vai.
Lui che abbaia. Mo' si è andato a fregare le provoline, le provole. Mamma mia quanto magna. Cobra. Aspettiamo a Cobra, vediamo che fa. Ma Cobra.
Vai, vai.
Fatto prendere la coglione. Oh, ma che fai? Mangi la mozzarella? Ma è mozzarella pure lui. Mica, ma che c'è? Il cagnolino? Sei tu che vai?
C'è Malò, mi devi mandare il nickname. Mi hai mandato questa amicizia.
No, mica.
Che cosa abbai? Oh.
Sentivo un cagnolino abbaiare, ho detto, sai che Michele. Si è fregato le provole, oh.
No,
Questo
ho mangiato
abbaiava.
due pezzi di panini in bianco così. Oh, qua ci sta una cassa buona.
Arrivo io, ragazzi. Vediamo chi arriva prima.
Io, è mia.
Arrivo io, ragazzi.
Vieni qua, bro. Prenditi sto bomba. Vieni qua, tieni. Prenditi sto bomba.
E ci sono amici, mica. Oh, ragazzi, rimaniamo vicino. Arrivo, Passi.
Il primo è morto.
Morto uno.
So boh. Morto un altro.
Pronta, questo qua, vedi. Ora sì.
Morto.
Ma Strong non parla, ragazzi, come...
No. Silenzio stampa.
Sono i guanti, quando io sono di voi.
No, no. Comincia a fare il boss, no? Oh, com'è che spari tu? Vai, veloci il boss, raga, tutti insieme. No, c'ha lo scudo. Vai, 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 vai. Il medaglione, strong, il medaglione. Spira fumo, il medaglione.
Lo vuoi?
Sì, l'arma te la puoi prendere, basta che mi dai il medaglione. Fammi la spuma. Poi cazzo dell'ovami, Domenico. Facciamo la spuma, raga.
Sì, la facciamo, raga.
Ehi. A posto, ya. Ciao, ciao. Oh, persone. Non botto, non botto.
Non c'è di corpo.
No, me l'ha ucciso il coso.
Ciao Michele.
Ciao Stefano. Chi è che spara?
Mica, fa un po' si apre il cavolo, mica.
Oh, gente che viene da voi.
Dov'è? Ah, lì in volo, guarda. Ventuno.
Morto.
Ma quelli zainetto si mette da solo?
Sì, dov'è?
Perché mi servono qualche mitraglietta.
Cioè, questa qua è la mitraglietta automatica, dov'è? Cioè, sarebbe questa, vedi? A mira automatica e poi spara da sola e fa danno.
Anche in ranked
Un po'
sta?
di colpi,
Sì, sì.
un po' di colpi.
Ecco uno.
Avete un po' di colpi, mi ragazzi.
Morto?
Io non ce n'ho.
Ah, ok, sì. Un po' di colpi, cioè.
Morto? Qualcosa ti posso dare. Morto?
Ma se tipo uno sta nel cespuglio lo vede?
Non lo so questo, però forse sì, lo spara lo stesso, mi sa, eh? Secondo me sì.
Oh, ragazzi, ma chi può prendere questi qua?
Io ho 4 cure a bomba, c'ho.
Io ho 3 medici.
Io ce l'ho 3 medici e più scellini.
No, mo li prendo io allora questi. Ci sei tu 3 medici, sono a posto, dai. Qua c'è un altro step, però.
Io ho 4 cure a bomba, c'ho. Ui, grazie, chi è? Ancora Conny? Grazie, Conny. Ali Comeback, ma manco una rosa mi ha donato, manco il lova, mica dice ogni giorno fammi donare il lova.
Non dire bugie.
Manco il lova, niente, sei un ticchio, sì, sei un ticchio. Com'è quello stai diventando? Come Pasquale Luna là, il combaro.
Ma non
cammina.
L'hai buttata qualcosa là.
Mi sembrava Michele.
L'hai distrutto.
Mi sembrava Michele, per questo l'ho buttato.
Oh ragazzi, troppo lontano stiamo, Michele è troppo lontano.
Michele, aspettaci.
Sì, vi sto aspettando.
Come si apre il bunker? Come si apre il bunker?
Ma dove?
Qua dove siamo noi?
Oh, un cristiano.
Ammazzalo, Michele.
È morto infatti. Un altro bot.
Miche che mi devi regalare quando torno a giocare?
Mi devi regalare una skin da 1500. Anzi, da me stava una bella da 1200. Purtroppo tu non stavi giocando. Stava una bella che mi piaceva di 1200. Ed era bella. E te la scondavo lo stesso, te la scondavo.
No, che mi devi regalare tu.
Mi devi 1500 V-Buck, amico mio. Oh, ma perché sento eco? Ma è strong, oh. Mo, prova. No, ancora eco. E Cosimo?
No, io no.
Prova. Cosimi, sei tu che fai eco con le cuffie. Ah,
No,
le cuffie cinesi c'hai, Cosimino. Cuffie cinesi, di che l'ho mutato perché faceva eco.
Vedi che ti ha mutato perché sei tu, per le cuffie cinesi.
Cuffie cinesi, che mi fai sentire, cosa? Vedi che ti devi comprare quella cosa che ti ho mandato, Cosimo.
In ranked che stai mo?
Quasi diamante 3, però un giorno ho giocato solo, com'è? Poi non ci ho giocato più. Ma quando è che ti devi prendere questa PlayStation 5? Ci sta un altro ragazzo che gioca con me, Manu, che tra poco viene da me che è bravo a giocare. Facciamo una bella squadretta, ci facciamo. Con Donato pure, Fabiano che è tornato a giocare. Se non c'è il Cobra, non gioca nessuno. No Cobra, no parti.
Donato sta giocando?
No, non sta giocando. Oh, la R dorata.
Quello.
Ciao Mi che sono tornato.
Ciao Simone. Bentornato. Da dove? Da Lussemburgo? Da dove sei tornato?
Mi che deve prendere il pezzotto così divento forte come Donato. Dopo
Sì.
posso giocare.
Ma secondo
Sei
me...
il mio amico che si chiama Delon Gamer, sì.
Chi è? Boh. Non lo conosco, sì, bro.
Of the estate and the incomes, belongings, and so on and so forth. And I think we had another lawyer who was a consultant from.
Sorry, excuse me, Mr. Comrade. Please, hope what you're about to say is related to the topic. If not, please, we don't want to divert.
Finish what I'm saying. There is nothing like diversion. I'm just going to work. And the resolution then was that we should request for a stay of execution, a stay of restriction on Mohbad's property that encompasses his finance, money, all transactions that he has done in the past, and so on and so forth. And in that meeting, Baba agreed. And up to now, Barrister Olaide, I believe, is a barrister, and you understand what I'm saying. We spoke with them at the judiciary, and the judiciary said once they demand for stay of restriction, they will constitute a committee that will take over and manage those estates. And whatever investigation that has to be done on it will be carried out by those constituted authority. And Baba agreed in that meeting. And some people disagreed. I don't want to mention their name. And that has been the reason why there has been a hold on investigation on his finances up to now. And the reason for that refusal, nobody knows. So as regards what Ire was saying, Ire made a good and great point. But there was a bottleneck. And that is the story of the bottleneck. And the question is, how do we unravel the bottleneck that is preventing them from treating the financial aspect of the criminal investigation? There are issues with Polo that we know. There are issues with Iyabo that we know. There are issues surrounding the trip to London that we know. There are issues surrounding his payments that we know. Why is Polo saying they should ask lawyer? Why is he not coming out to say, I paid? So a lot of hanging, and there are bottlenecks. Baba agreed, some people disagreed. So that is just my own submission. I understand that barrister, we understand better about what I'm talking about. Why do they refuse us demanding for a stay of restriction on his property, estate, income, streamline, and so on and so forth from the court up to now? So that's what I have to say. Thank you very much.
Okay, I think that's more like a question. Like just like I think strategy that was done last year, right? And I want to, because of the whole, I understand when people that made that suggestion back then in December were trying to pick up about that. What if it died because of money issues and something happened? You understand what I'm saying? But I feel like we should not. I wouldn't want us to talk about. Oh, sorry, there's a noise behind my ground. I wouldn't want us to go in line with that estate stuff. Do you know why? This man is being attacked of, oh, we want property and all that, and we don't know what we'll be saying out there. But for me, we still get to that point. Let's not walk by this boy first. You feel me? Let's not walk my. And from there, we cannot go to. Yeah,
sorry, before I forget this point, sorry. You see, Mr. Conrad, issue of his estate will come later. With this phone forensic, it will expose so many things. By then, you will discover that issue of estate will just come on its own, and no one will attack whoever that is talking about it then. But for now, let's concentrate on.
Petke, I agree with you, but I have a question for you. And the question is, out of if one of those factors that contributed to the death of that guy is hanging around financially.
The forensic will expose. It's like we've not known the power of forensic. If we really understand the power, it's going to expose even a lot of people that their name has not been called on this case. It's going to expose
their name has not been mentioned so far.
Yes, it's going to expose them. That's the power of this forensic.
Yeah.
And that is why you see that even the government, they're against it. I can tell you boldly that they're against it. Because
the question we should be asking ourselves now is that why are they not allowing us access to that phone to do a forensic? Because if that is done, let me tell you something. All this property that you guys are talking about and money issue and that, everything will be revealed in there. Because remember, there is dysfunction going on in the phone before this boy died. That will actually take us there smoothly and like they said, organically. Because we don't want to be jumping the table.
Maybe let me ask Conway the question now. Do you think phone forensic will lead us to
Barrister, allow Conway to finish his question.
Okay, go ahead.
Then you will just continue.
Go on what you are saying. Say what you want to say. Then I will.
Okay, Barrister, you say you should
based on the fact that the topic is phone forensic is a must, right? I'm not saying that since you are talking about the estate, is financial stuff and all that. Don't you think, I'm asking the direct question now, do you think the phone forensic will help us instead of we going to court and be stopping deceased from something? The phone forensic, don't you think that is even the easiest way to even unravel or to even help us to stop that financial stuff you're talking about, the estates?
Absolutely.
Because after the phone forensic is done, we've seen the whole transaction, we've seen, this was the reason why they buy him. Definitely, we are using that, the evidence or the phone forensic we've done to the court. Easy stuff, and we are doing the estate on my basically straight up. They don't have it back and forth in court anymore.
I asked a question, Barrister.
Right,
is phone forensic not part of investigation in Nigerian law?
Barrister,
you can use any evidence to win in the court.
Let me ask you.
Madam Ire Anu,
yes, sir.
Your question is valid, and the answer is yes. But in this case, sorry, comrade, but in this case, we could see that the government, they are also against this case for reasons best known to them. So they are not allowing every apparatus that should be used to unravel this issue to be in place. You understand? And that is why we are now saying some of us have taken some bold steps to even move around the government environment to see how that, okay, let's use the normal, the official process, but was denied. Okay, but these are some things we don't like talking outside, but it's the truth.
Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Okay, now there are other means that can be used, and now some people are taking the bold step using that means, and that is why we're talking about it now. That okay, let's the one who is heading this movement also take that bold step and do the needful, so that we can now have some evidence. See, the pathology, the whatever autopsy we're doing is part, not the main, but part of ways to get or to unravel what killed this guy. We still have other process, like the forensic is even the huge, and it must be done. And with that, Mr. Comrade, let me tell you, if we get this forensic done, power that be will suddenly disappear. Power that be will suddenly disappear. Why? Okay. Go ahead, sir.
Barrister, you are the person that is in the custody of the law among all of us here. Before I tell you what we have done on that phone forensic, I want to ask you, in criminal investigation, what is the procedure for forensic investigation? Tell us, what is the procedure for forensic investigation?
You're still going to go to the law now. You go to the police, go to the court. Yeah, definitely. Then you get it everything for you. If it depends on the kind of phone forensic you want to do. If you want to reach out to the phone company, maybe let's say you're using Samsung or you're using Apple or something, and you want to use iCloud, you need to reach out to them, and you get the necessary stuff.
And the only issue we might get is confidential reason why they will not want to. But in this case, it's homicide case.
Okay, Marisa, let me tell you, my cousin brother works in the Nigerian Army, intelligence, Nigerian Army, and I had a rigorous discussion with
same thing. I don't know where. Can you please move
away? Yeah.
Can you move away to where you were before?
Myself?
Yeah. I think move to where you were before.
Are you using earpiece or Bluetooth? If you are, please.
Not using earpiece.
I think it's better now. Go ahead, please.
Now, my cousin brother.
Okay.
Are you hearing me now?
Yeah, you are audible.
Yes.
Okay. My cousin brother works with Nigerian Army intelligence people.
Okay.
And on this issue, I went to him. We sat down face to face in his office. All the equipment that they are using to track criminals are in his office. And I said, I need your assistance. Can you do this? Can you do this? Can you do this for me? Unofficial. And he said, of course, there are extents they can go, there are extents they cannot go. But unofficial, there are some extents they can go. But whatever they do for us, for me, is still not tenable at the court of law because we didn't pass through the proper procedure. That's number one. That's why, Barrister, I was asking you some questions. We have been on this matter since September. We have done a lot, and we have seen opinion, and that's where we return back. That's why we return back home. Brother told me point blank at all
The network is crappy,
No,
man.
sorry, comrade,
network is
comrade,
crappy.
I understand where you are coming from. Quickly, I will want to say this to you.
I need to say something quickly. Sorry, and get Kelly Jackson. Sorry. What you said, Mr. Kemi, this has been done by many people as well. Many people have done this before you came on board. When I started my opening speech, I said someone reached out to me, and he went as far as meeting with NCC and DSS, and told me what he has done as well. These are normal people, and I said, you know what? And I said, can you give me? Sorry, please, just give me just a second, please. And I said, can you give me what they asked you to do? And I said, exactly what I told you. They would tell you to go through this process, and the process is too cumbersome for anybody. As far as I'm concerned, which is what you are saying now. So many people have been doing it. You get what I'm saying? So it's nothing for me. It's nothing new.
Oh, bro,
To be fair.
I'm not saying there is a big deal in what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
The bus stop we are going is the same bus stop I am heading to. We have been to the DSS as well. The DSS told us, look, if we do anything for you, it's still not legally.
Because you are doing it behind this thing. You are not going through the process.
Mr. Comrade, to just cut.
Can you drop and come back? Because I'm not enjoying the conversation. I'm very sorry.
Mr. Comrade, to just cut the long story short. See, all you are saying, if you want to pass through Nigeria, there is no way. The old door are shut. In as much as it's Mohbad's case, forget it. You cannot. We have tried all the doors. Let me be open to you. It's not working. Okay? There is only one sure gate in which even the government of Nigeria cannot stop. And that is the sure door now. So it's valid. They can follow that door and you get it done. Nobody can stop that gate. Are you with me? So that is what we need to do now. But now, quickly, you can now follow those other doors that looks illegal. Okay, those doors are very fast, but they will give you the right information, just that it's not tenable, okay, in the law court, but it will give you idea of what it looks like. Okay, then that can now give you the drive to go through that real one that government will not stop. That is what we are saying. Be rest assured that this will be done. I am telling you it will be done and everyone will see it. So whoever that thinks, and by then the power that be, they will suddenly disappear because everything will be exposed to the world.
Yeah.
Watch it and you will see it. We will all be alive to witness this. Thank you.
Thank you, Pet Cage. I understood everything you have said. Well understood, rather. We can now say categorically, as at today, as at this minute, that the government of the day is not interested in giving this boy justice at all.
Vengeance. People came out last month fighting for their life, no food in the land. All Nigerian government could do is to increase fuel money. Is that not madness? Did they care for anyone?
So we can now say that it was the same government that have been responsible for the loss of many lives in that country were the one responsible for the death of Mohbad. That's it. They were the one responsible for the fire of Mohbad. It was not even Wummi alone. It was not Baba Liam. But the government that have refused to approve that only thing that will unravel the mystery behind Mohbad's death. They are the one that fired that boy. And God will buy them too. God will buy them and their family.
I need to quickly say something regarding the question someone is asking that based on what Kemi was talking about. I mean, the criminal case really the criminal case. Once we proven about the phone forensic, to haste, to fast track for the probate court, which is for the estate. You get that's why we are saying the phone forensic is a must. We can't just jump the gun. It will make our case very easy going into the probate court or going into talking about the estate and everything. So let's deal. We can't do it simultaneously. I'm trying to reply to the Aloba. It can't be done simultaneously. At least for this mobile case, even in Nigeria, as far as Nigerian criminal this is concerned, it can't be done simultaneously. Let's deal with this first. Then we'll move straight up. It's going to be easy for us because we don't want to talk about the estate talk. Yeah, we can say, okay, I know some Mr. K, Sake, and what's his name, Black Velvet, they say follow the money and all that. Yeah, I understand where they're coming from. You understand? But for this case right now, the way it's going, let's just deal with this criminal stuff. And we can't do simultaneously from criminal, they will go to probate, which is the we are talking about the estate and all that you get. So I mean, it's going to be.
Honest, the estate is the last thing we should even be thinking about. You get what I'm saying? In the first place, we want to know what killed this boy. We are not interested in his estate. We are not interested in his money. We want to know what happened to him. Then when we now know what happened to him, then estate can now come gradually. You understand? We don't just jump the gun. For me, if it's me personally that is my child that is in this situation like Mobad, I don't want to know about his estate first. I want to know what happened to my son. And that is what Baba is doing. If Baba jump now and say estate, internet will go haywire.
They've gone haywire already, haven't
exactly. You know, it's just common sense. Let's just find out what happened to this guy. Then we can now talk about estate. His estate is not going to bring him back. All right? But people who have committed this will be brought to justice. That's all. That's all we need. So that one estate, to be honest, I've never spoken about his estate. I'm not interested. I'm interested in what happened to him in that house. And that phone forensic, honestly, at this point, it is crucial. It is crucial.
Obviously, the phone forensics and analysis would open a lot of
doors. Yeah,
It's vast.
A lot of doors. You know who he has spoken to. Who he spoke to everything. Yeah, who he spoke to before
the estate they are talking about, it will expose all.
Yeah.
All he has, it will expose it.
And we need Wummi's phone as well for forensic analysis. Only if they are using the same iCloud like she proclaimed, then maybe everything that we need to know, we can also see them through mobile phone.
It is there. That is why that phone, they are doing it hide and seek. Trust me.
But
it's hide and seek. Everything is there. Wummi's conversation with him is there. Everything is there. Wummi's conversation with Iyabo is on that mobile phone.
Queen,
the government
since they share same iCloud,
they are aware of what
everything will be exposed. Even Wummi's thing will be exposed.
Conversation with Wummi, Iyabo, whoever,
that is why they are hiding the whole thing.
Their son's godfather or godmother or god whatever, Satan mother, everything is in that phone. That phone, gone. That is why that phone is being hide and seek from everybody. Why do you think that phone was given to Expôséiñg in the first place? There is a reason. Why do you think that phone was not given to the police alongside Mohbad's other phones? Why that particular phone? Why that phone exactly? There is a lot on that phone, and that is where we are supposed to be hitting now. We have tried other sources. Now we want the phone to be released to Apple to do the right thing. We don't even want the phone. We want the IP, what do they call it? Somebody remember, ILP, is it IP? Something number? Yes. That's all we need. Hand it over, and all this will be done. Simple. Why did Darosha give that phone to Abosede? Darosha himself knows that there is something in that phone. He knows that that phone will lead to something. But
And they also knew that if they have to search everybody, mobile house will be the list of the house that they want to search. That is why they kept the phone with her.
Exactly. And she went and told the daughter-in-law, like anybody sent her message. Like somebody sent her message to go and tell me that I have the phone. A mother that doesn't think quick. Why would you come and ask me of my son's phone? Why?
See, the phone. Okay, go ahead, ma'am.
No, I'm just saying that we're where we are. Let's just see how we could just move this forward.
What we need to do is we need to keep on campaigning. That phone forensic must be done. It must reach the right ears.
The phone forensic is going to expose every part in which everyone played, even including the mother, Mama Mohbad.
Somebody is saying CCTV footage. There is CCTV footage on that phone. Everything is in that phone.
That what the person is trying to tell you there. That okay, even the CCTV footage, we are going to get it from that.
Everything is on that phone.
And according to Yomi said he spoke with Mohbad's neighbor, and he said he's too scared to release his own video footage to him.
That same neighbor, before Arifa even went on holiday, same neighbor told Arifa same thing, because Arifa saw that neighbor.
Okay, before now.
Yeah, before Yomi went there, Arifa saw that neighbor. He said it online now, he said it on his live, that the neighbor doesn't want to speak because he's scared. That same neighbor is the one Yomi went to speak to. That same neighbor, he's scared of his life.
And I won't blame him.
This case is the most easiest case in the planet, in the whole entire world. But it's like, God, man.
Well, like I said, let us be steadfast. If it takes this present government to leave the throne before this justice is served, we will be here. We will not go anywhere. We will not give up. We will never give up on the case. That's what I mean.
Avengers, that is what our people need to hear every time. The reason why, because
we need to
this will be here for 11 months. We'll be here for 11 months.
Imagine if one of us on this TikTok about 7 platforms, we are hammering on phone forensic. What do you think will happen? That will be done. We start hammering every platform to start talking about it.
People that are talking about 11 months, they don't know what they are up to. They don't know what they are up against.
And we've not even been on this matter for 11 months. Out of the 11 months, how many months did the police kept us in one place, making us believe they are doing something and they did nothing?
Exactly, the autopsy and toxicology.
And people are still counting 11 months.
They lied about autopsy and toxicology. I mean, again, we are still.
I'm so sorry, I have to quickly butt in just to say, but it's not a piece take, but let me just quickly say this. You see, when you come up and you are saying 11 months and all of that, let's not, the problem we have in this case is the glorification of self. You know, everybody feels I need to have a trophy and all of that. If you are talking about you being in September, we joined this case September 21st, in case you're not aware. I'll give you my dates, because I remember it started from AJ's platform. That's when this case started. On TikTok, right? Where we used to have 1,000 plus views, when we were deceived with Naira Marley.
I'm telling you,
when we were deceived with Naira Marley, and you know, okay, it's Naira Marley, and everybody were thinking having plans, okay, what's the best way forward? But that's not the point here. That is not the point. It's not about what you've done. Obviously, whatever you've done it as an individual, and the passion, the enthusiasm is much appreciated. But what we're saying today is this, that the legal team take the right process. The legal team have experience of homicide cases. In every homicide cases, one of the key puzzles to unravel
I'm sorry, before you go further, it's like you are embarrassing me. I'm part of the legal team. Okay, you don't call us. So true. You call Mr. Muiwa he is in charge. He employed us.
No. I'm going somewhere. I'm going somewhere. I'm going somewhere. So I'm saying from a legal perspective, one of the key areas of unraveling a homicide case, or especially if it's a crime of passion, or even a heinous crime, you want to go through data forensics. That's why you come in. That's when they cordon areas. What do? You think they just come and look for sand on the ground? You do that, but you also pick devices. You pick things to find out. Because look at how we are brainstorming today, and we're trying to establish the fact that it could be premeditated. It could be. And just as Queen is saying, if we all came together, that's why sometimes you just sit down and say, if we stop glorifying self and look at it, that is a case we're all throwing our weights on it and our ideas and thoughts and brainstorming to achieve an aim, would make progress. So if you're coming up and saying, I've been on this for, it doesn't matter. What we're saying is, okay, fine. Even if you say you discussed it on a platform 10 months ago, it doesn't matter. What we're saying today is we want the data forensics to be looked at. And who's the best person to do that? It's a legal team. Now, this government, yes, there are bottlenecks or there are obstacles and all of that. One thing Nigerian government is really scared about is when you confront them publicly. They hate their debt linens being washed. So if they see the push, Apple is not a Nigerian-owned company. Just bear in mind that. So it doesn't matter if Nigerian government feel we can go and bribe Apple Nigeria. If Apple as an incorporation knows that, you know what, their integrity is on the line, they would release what they need to release. The legal team know what documentation they need and all of that. They would do the needful. They know what to do. They would do the needful and ensure that Apple will be forced to release the information that's needed. Yes, there are data protection laws, but in a case like this, they know what to do. So we're just saying today that, can we just talk, brainstorm, and then see how we can say, you know what, let them do that. And let's also look at other areas of trying to get that information. We're also saying that, look at the importance of data forensics, because it could be a motive of premeditated murder. You can prove it that way. We're not here talking about whether you started in September or you started even before the boy died in August. We couldn't care less. So let's be guided. We come on the platform, be guided on what is being discussed, and focus on it. Thank you.
You see, at the initial, I wanted stopping him, but I was told he should carry on. Even after I carried on, and you see all this self, we started it, we did. That's not what we really want. We want a situation whereby we can brainstorm and see how we can deliver. We all can deliver.
We're one team.
Yes, as a team, not this group want to do that. No, we don't need that. If we want to do that, we'll be doing it. These are what other people have been doing. Some will say, every day I come to I collect money for people. I do the. Do you know how many people are talking to concerning this case? Do you know how much people are donating on the ground concerning this case? So we shouldn't start saying, me, I. Let's remove that and just focus and be one and fight this to the end. We are fighting the power that be. And honestly, I see us being victorious in this fight, because even the government never believed that we could go the route we are going. They thought they've silenced us, but they are so surprised seeing us coming from different angles again, So these are the things we need to do. And I know God will help us. God will help us. Thank you, Anne, for that submission. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Petsketch. This is what I want to say. The legal team, I'm not talking about Petsketch now. I'm talking about the real legal team now. They are not important in a criminal case like this. I think it is their field, it is their profession, and in homicide, and case are not the murder case are not that. So I believe it's also their subconsciousness that forensic analysis of the phones of the principal suspect or the actors in this case need to be analyzed, need to be done.
Sorry again. Sorry again, I will want to come against that statement. Sorry, I don't want. I know of a truth because I am the legal team. Okay, so when you just call legal team, you are talking to me directly, and I won't be here to allow you to talk to me in such manner, my brother. See, we are doing our best, and I want to say this, that someone employed the legal team. So all this should be directed to that person. So if the person engage the legal team that okay, go ahead, definitely the legal team will go ahead. So please, whatever you are addressing, just address Mr. Muiwa. Is the one in charge. He employed the legal team. Okay, so let him. Now the people have spoken, and I believe he's hearing. If he did not hear, let them screen record this and send to him. If he want this done, he should just say it. The legal team will get it done. That is the work of the legal team. But it is not the work of the legal team to just say we must do this without the approval of the man in charge. It doesn't work that way. So please. So I will want you to call the right name, not directing it to the legal team. Thank you.
So, Mr. Vengeance, use this medium to address.
You are right, Miss Petros.
Yeah, to address Mr. Muiwa, who is our manager for the legal team.
Okay, so you have said it all. The legal team is here, employed by Mr. Muiwa, putting it in your own words. Then Mr. Muiwa, having heard everything that has been discussed today, and knows that the full forensic is the only way out to unravel this Ulabalu and everything about this case. She expedite action to give the order or give directive or whatever it may be, so that this can be done. This can be put forward to the necessary authorities, the police or the court of law, so that it can be granted and the right thing can be done. And if they refuse to grant it, I've said something in the past. I've said the only thing these people in power are afraid that they are very scared about is their international reputation. So everybody should then know where to call them to order. Everybody should know where to raise the banners and placards. We should know who we are targeting. We should know those that are planning to deny such approval after the request has been made by the legal team, spearheaded by Mr. Muiwa. So let us know what is really happening about the forensic analysis, so that we can give it necessary support and we can let the whole world know that this is where we stand and these are the people that are standing as obstacles on the way to justice. We need to call them out at a point. We need to call them out by their names, not by ambiguous nature. We need to identify them by name and call them out, so that the world will know that we are doing our best to bring closer to this case. But these people, they have vowed not to allow us to get closer to this case. They want this case to be another Bamisaye. They want it to be another Sylvester. They want it to be like any other case that have gone cold in Lagos State. But we are here to say no, this case will not go through the same roads. So let those in legal team, headed by Mr. Muiwa, do the right thing by requesting for forensic analysis of all the phones of the actors, all the participants, all the suspects, so that we can know what we are doing at this point. Because this is the answer to everything we have been saying since all this while. The government will not want to do the right thing, but we need to call them out by their name. This is a war, it's a battle, and there's no sleeping. We will not be tired, we will not leave, we will not seek, we will not do anything that will make us forget the purpose of starting this journey in the first place. It doesn't matter. I don't count the months. It doesn't matter the months. Me, I must prepare for, even if it is 8 years, even whatever, I will be here, giving my voice to this cause until justice is served. That is for me. Thank you. God bless.
Now, sorry, this might be my last statement for tonight, because I want to go and sleep. But permit me to say this, that with all we've discussed tonight, it shows how important this forensic is. And if an outsider could remove, because I know very dark man paid money to get the information he got. If an outsider could do that, and millions of people have come together screaming, shouting for months, and putting resources together to ensure justice is served, I want to clearly state this, that before the next inquest, I want to see result of forensic analysis on Mohbad's phone. I will want to see that. It is achievable. In two ways. One, it can be in the other door, which is by hackers. I think that can take a minimum of 4-5 hours to 6 hours to get it out. While in the other proper channel, it might take some days or weeks. So I want to believe it's achievable before the next inquest. We should get this. So I am not pleading, I'm not going to plead, because I know the people have tried to put resources together. So I am not pleading, in as much as someone is spearheading this to ensure that this movement goes on smoothly. I will not plead, rather I will talk as a people. And I'm also a voice to the people. I'm only privileged to speak now. Many are not privileged because they are not here, or many are here, but at the comment section, they could not come up to the panel to speak. So it is a great privilege for me to speak for lots of people, and I know I'm speaking the mind of the people. So that this should be done. Mr. Muiwa, hear this. You must do this. It is a must. It's not negotiable. You must do this. Tell your legal team to get this done before the next inquest. What is this going to do? It's going to help to unravel a lot of things, and it's going to even help the legal team to ask the right questions. Please, we need critical evidence, and this is going to help us. Thank you. God bless everyone.
Thank you. Massive thank you to Pet Care League team. Fantastic Monday, and go straight to the point. You know, there's going to be doing hide and seek on this, based on the expose of very dark man. As you said, it needs to be done. It will unravel so many things and to help in the cause of the justice.
Sorry, my brother. You should not say because you want to manage money for any. Don't manage for us. We want evidence. No, I don't think this case. Don't manage money for us. Do the needful.
Of course.
Do the needful.
You know when I started the. You know what I said? You know when I said you are going to need a capital to win this case. Understand? If they say, okay, let's say you want to sue Olaide now, because if you sue Olaide is why we are going to get justice, and the lawyer is saying it is 30 billion. Give him the 30 billion. If that is more cost for me that to get that justice, give it to him. That's my own belief. You guess. That's just the thing. We can't be saying we want to. I don't want to. But if we've contributed money to this cause, and so many people, they are seeing results. they'll still want to like put money into their account and say, okay, these are accountability of what we've done, and this is the result we are doing. We need the result. We are getting the result. You get there's so many things that I want to believe the legal team are doing. I want to believe they're doing so many things that are spending money on, right? Yeah. But people want to see the result. Though we always say the end justify the means. But it's very much important that people that are having sleepless nights, people that have been coming on platform, that are going to platform to platform. I want to believe some people have been on 7 or 8 platforms today, since 7 a.m. or 6 a.m. their time. They've been on 7 platforms, wanted to listen, wanted to know what is going on, need the proper information, and want that justice. That's really what they want. And the result. And also people are doing them money or because they want to see the result. You understand? So as you said, I quite agree with what you said, Pet Cage, and also Vengeance. You hit the nail on the head on the person spearheading above the law to speak. So you can send your request. I don't know if your account is private, so someone can bring the host can bring you up. So for me, we are standing on the fact that the phone forensic must be done. It's going to unravel so many things. We are not talking about the estate of Mohbad. Please. Me, it's not. I have no knowledge about that. For now, it's not my thing. My own is to tell me what killed Mohbad. What killed Mohbad? Who killed Mohbad? Are we going to identify? I'm saying it again. Wummi Cynthia Adebanjo was posting on her Instagram after about 11:45 p.m. while Papa was in the police station asking or crying for police reports. Who was posting those things for her? Even while they were driving down to
Iyabo.
You would have been the landlady. To say on flight to talk for the one mama control. I even told you so much you let everything that me and you together to judge me. I even told you that my Toyota Highlander, I'm going to give it to you because of Liam. So that anywhere you want to go, you will be that Toyota Highlander that I posted that time that I want to sell. I said I will hand over the key to you after you guys dropped me at the airport. You did not take on my offer, so let you only Bruku alone your Juma I you don't just when I was coming back from America, I came with 23 kgs. Olórí burúkú ara yín gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ tún sọ lábẹ́lẹ̀. Ó gbé gbogbo ẹrù tó gbé wá fàbúrò ẹ̀ ló gbé padà. Wùmí òkú ló máa pẹ́ tó bá jẹ́ pé òótọ́ ni mo gbé gbogbo ẹrù tí mo gbé wá fún Liam padà. Ṣùgbọ́n tí o bá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀, alájọbí máa ta láàrin ìrìn àtẹ.
Okay. What turns out to this all of a sudden, overnight? Okay, we are getting there. We are actually getting there. When I help me go find Queen of Energy now, Adam, where she did now? Where your what did they call Yalisa? Where the first wife of Arifa? Where she did?
Hello, Arifa.
Mommy.
Wo ìwọ ọjà. Ṣebí wọ́n ní láàrin 70-30. Ṣorí eléyìí tí wọ́n àwọn eléyìí ju 70-30 lọ. Kò sí nǹkan mi, I'm telling you. Ṣé àyẹn bóyá ń gbà tí ó mọ̀ ìgbà tí event yẹn gbóná.
Please, can we come back, please? Thank you for the gift. Please, let's come back. Stay tuned, okay?
Oyè báyìí ẹ rí pé ìyẹn náà wá fún wa ní gbogbo nǹkan tó ń lọ lérí àyẹn. Ìyá Wùmí oyè báyìí ló wà bẹ́ẹ̀. Ìyá Túndé oyè báyìí ló wà bẹ́ẹ̀. So ní Wùmí sọ pé má wọ̀rí. Ìwọ tí ẹ ṣì wá náà tó bá dé màá fi gbogbo ẹ̀wọ̀n yẹn. Oyè báyìí la máa fún ẹ.
gbogbo wa la máa bì á bì ṣé yí ẹ̀kọ́ tó wà nílẹ̀ tó pín mo rò pé nígbà tó dẹ̀ máa padà lọ ní story tí wàá change nígbà tó ti lò ó tó ti ṣá tó ti pa gbogbo ariwo tó pa lórí ìwé Lagos state government kínní mọ́mì wa Sanwó-Olú mọ́mì yín Sanwó-Olú gan ò jẹ́ fẹ́ rí sí nǹkan tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí ẹ rí i pé ìjẹ́ ẹgbọ́n kó sọ há látijọ́ yìí mọ́mì yín Sanwó-Olú ò lè sọ tí Rẹ̀mí Tinubu gbogbo wọn mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń lọ wọn bí wọn kò tó kankan nu wọn tó máa jáde nígbà tán dẹ̀ ti rí i pé kò sí nǹkan kan ni Kàrímọ́ wá ní so Ìyábọ̀ ti gba ipò tó yẹ kó ti gba position òun so Ìyábọ̀ ló dẹ̀ ńlá ọbẹ̀ yẹn lọ ni Kàrímọ́ wà wò pé ṣé bó ṣe máa lọ lélẹ̀ kí wá lè rè mí pẹ̀lú gbogbo ariwo tí wá pa Nàìjíríà yẹn Ọlọ́run máa jà ṣòwò ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì ipe tó bá wá jẹ́ yẹn o òun gan pẹ̀lú information tóun ti ní lọ́wọ́ ńkọ́ o òun á bá kéèsì yẹn jẹ́ mọ́ yín lọ́wọ́ òun ló wá mu tó kọ́kọ́ gbéga ìyá òun gbé òun lẹ̀ nígbà tó kúrò ní ìyá òun gbé òun lẹ̀ ó wá mu ó gbéga wọn fóun ní kinní ni wọn fóun ní wọn gbé òun lẹ̀ ìgbà yẹn ni ìyá òun sá lọ ìgbà tó yá ni ọmọ tó ń ké ni ìyá ẹ̀ wá ń bẹ̀ gbogbo yẹn lábà láti day one ni mo ti mọ̀ normally let me tell you it's just because they did not settle up òun ló ṣe lo annoyance yẹn pé sẹ́ máa pọ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀ fún yín I'm telling you ṣé wọ́n àti àwọn family ẹ̀ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ jà ni ṣé ìyẹn ẹ̀ ṣẹ̀ gbé lẹ̀.
Give me the baba share. Orí ọwọ́ tó wà ní ẹ, give me the moral náà.
Ìyá ẹ̀ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ gbé lẹ̀. So the feud among the family between her and the mom has been there. Before Mohbad even came, Mohbad's demise even came up at all. And everything that tó máa jáde wá, my mom ni. Nígbà tó wá pariwo tó ń pa lórí ìní my mom ló ń pè àmọ́ pé ìjà yẹn ó ti kóró wọn sínú kò ní jáde wá máa ṣe my mom my hand ẹ gbàgbé bó ṣe lọ wọn ò fún ní nǹkan tó promise ẹ ni ló wá wò pé òkè òun á pàtìjú yẹn rẹ òun á sọ bẹ bàbá òun bá àgbẹ̀ wá dẹ̀ sọ fún ṣé àrí gbogbo àwọn pípì wọn ò ní tìjú olè aláìní tìjú gbogbo wọn aláìní tìjú irọ́ tó lè pa ló lọ lọ́ọ̀kan yẹn wọ́n máa sọ pé Wùmí parọ́ that thing runs in their family unapologetic liars pathological liars òun ni gbogbo omi wọ́n yẹ wọ́n ó lè kọ́ máa fi ń ṣan ẹnu wọ́n máa ń dágùn ẹnu wọn kékeré tó bá ti bí wọn ni látòrí ìyá Túndé àbúrò ìjà àti ìjà àti never seen that kind of family before.
Nọ́mà láti gbọ́ fẹ̀sì kan tẹ sọ ṣé mo pé nínú show yẹn ètò tó ń ṣe ó sọ kankan ó lóun ìkà ó pe rẹ̀ ní ìkà ó ní òun ìkà.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo wà ń bẹ̀ sẹ́ see they can go to any length láti bà nǹkan jẹ́ ó lè fọ ẹsẹ̀ ọ̀tá ẹ̀ láti bà another person jẹ́ and that was exactly what she did. Wọ́n máa bẹ bàbá Mohbad wọ́n bẹ̀ ń ọ̀bẹ o see if you see as bí mo ṣe inú mi wù bí kí ló ń sọ àwọn kan wà ní ẹjẹ́ kó sọ̀rọ̀ kò ní sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ to hell ọ̀rọ̀ wèrè owó wà lẹ́nu ẹ̀ kó tó sọ̀rọ̀ méjì á máa insult àwọn tó máa tó bí ìyá ẹ̀ lọ́mọ orí àwọn the justice for Mohbad yìí ó ní wọn ò pé òun ò mọ bó ṣe máa ń ronú òun ra pizza òun ra kinní kan fún kí ló kà máa pẹ̀lú yẹn wetin concern me gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tó dà ní ẹ̀ yìí I mean, it's something we have heard before but you see ẹ mọ̀ pé àwọn òní kò sí ẹnì kan máa sọ pé kò sí bó lè tó bá jalè wá fi tracy sílẹ̀ jáde ọ̀rẹ́ ẹni bá ń parọ́ lọ́wọ́ ò lè dọ́gba lágélágé And the same thing goes to àdúrà àgbà tó ń bí. Ẹ bó ṣe lọ wájú ló ń lọ sẹ́yìn, tó ń lọ wájú ló ń lọ sẹ́yìn. Bí mọ́tò àgbẹ̀jì lọ́dún tó fẹ́ gòkè. Á lọ òkè díẹ̀ àwálẹ̀ díẹ̀, á lọ òkè díẹ̀ àwálẹ̀ díẹ̀ kó tó di pàṣẹ wá gbéra. Idiot burúkú. Ẹ̀wọ̀n ọkùnrin ẹ̀ tó ń rùn lágbárí ẹ̀.
If I may.
What the direction the thing is on your trigger your smart, let me tell you. Òun àti àbúrò ẹ̀ wọ́n kọ́ ni wọ́n dẹ̀ craft. Òun yẹn ó ti mọ direction ibi tí ìfọ̀ ń lọ. And so ó wò pé jẹ́ sáré jáde. Olùsítọ̀ kúkú pitch identity wọ́n ṣe tù wọ́n. So kó sáré ya lọ bẹ bàbá Mohbad. Òun gbàdúrà kìíní kan ṣe. Ìran wọn kò ní yẹ ìran wọn tọmọtọmọ till the 4th generation for killing that guy like that. Àwọn olórí burúkú tí ẹgbẹ́ yẹ kó ti banish wọn kúrò nínú. Àwọn ẹni kan tí wọn náà tún sọ̀rọ̀. Ó sì tún jáde láwọn tí ẹ kọ́ máa fọwọ́ bojú. Kọ́ máa fi ọwọ́ bojú. Nígbà ẹ má jẹ́ kọ́ rí wa. Èyí tá a ṣe tó. Àwọn ló ṣì gbogbo everyday ní àìsàn àìwé ó máa bí gbogbo wọn ní kí ló dé.
Mami, any sùúrù ẹ calm down ẹ kọ́kọ́ mọ mi díẹ̀ náà ẹ relax.
Honestly, mo ti mú kóòkì.
Oh yeah, relax. Sherry, tonight I want us to know the main reason why Karimo jumped out to go against our family. And that is where I'm heading to. Let me play this last video before I give up.
Okay.
I literally played the last one that I played now to let people know where she turned around. Is it because Bella gave Wummi house to stay? Is that why she got mad at CY? The answer is no. The answer is no. Our president used one word, according to VDM, when our president became president. That is a very pathetic word, very heavy. And what is the speech? I love using the speech these days. The speech is, So, if I am to ask, is it because Bella Mshmuta grants me access to a house, apartment in Lekki? Is that why Karimo is angry? The answer is, Then, what is the major reason why Karimo jumped out all of a sudden? We need to know. And that is where we are heading to tonight. When I know my me say here dark, now we never. And I carry day. I pledge to Nigeria, my country. And I carry day. I still pledge to Nigeria, my country. The national anthem, they change. They no change the national pledge. So we still know the old national stuffs and all that. That is what we should be, thinking about for now. Now let's move on. If all these answers are no, then what is the major reason why Karimo came out telling us all this that she has already known about from day one? On my last program, I asked people questions. She said she come across Mohbad's video when they are bullying Mohbad, and people are asking of CY and Wummi, and she called their mom to ask, is that not Wummi's boyfriend they are harassing? The mother said no. She now said, if that person happens to be your mother, if that person happens to be your mother, and something later happens to that boy, are you going to laugh with the woman, with your mother, or what are you going to do to your mom? That's the question. And I'm still telling people she's not getting back at her mom because of all those reasons. It is simply because she has already knows about all this from the onset. Why is she not coming out to talk about it? Why did she even came out the first place to defame Baba Mohbad? Now she apologized to Baba Mohbad, trying to bring the team justice to herself because she wants to revenge on her younger sister. She wants to badge her sister. She wants to go on her sister. Let me give you this before we go straight to
Mohbad yẹ o, kò dédé bàjẹ́ o. Ìjà tó jà lálẹ́jọ́ yẹn tó lura.
9-0, okay.
Ẹ pé ìlú kẹ́bi nǹkan tó fàjà yẹn. Ó bọ́ta tó ṣépè sí pé òun ò bá Mohbad burúkú ọmọ yìí. Ìjà tó bá jà kẹ́ tó lọ pé nọ́ọ̀sì bọ́ta tó wá ṣàlàyé. Mo lórí burúkú ọmọ yìí. Mo máa fàájà fún ẹ ní alẹ́ ìṣẹ́. Màá fàájà fún wọ́n bá gbé ẹ láàárọ̀ la kó sọ pé ọmọ àlè ni mí á fàájà fún ẹ lálẹ́ yìí wo lórí burúkú ọmọ yìí. Wummi àṣà náà owó lẹ́kí àṣà náà Wummi àṣà náà jẹ́ bọ́sùn ìyẹ́ká lọ́nà.
Now, you all heard that. Why did she go this far? Is it because she offered her apartment in Lekki? She did not agree. The answer is, Is it because CY did not dance to her tune? Okay, when we did school, when we did do exam, they put essay. Now essay they get options of answers, right? They will say A, B, C, A, I, all those stuffs. You see, when I ask myself this question, what changed all of a sudden? Since she started coming out, talking about her younger sister, I was moved. I knew something is not right. And I'm asking myself, what has changed about this lady? Why this issue just got out of hand all of a sudden? Now, I'm going to talk about it. 2 days ago, where's my phone? 2 days ago, I was opportune to walk down to Mama Tunde's area. The same Mama Tunde that Karimo talked about. I was opportune to go to her. But funny enough, I was unable to see her. She's not at home. She's at the shop. Pardon my manner. Sorry guys, I was at our house, but funny enough, she was not at home. That's went to our shop. The queen of the Sanga, the queen of Timber, the queen of Iroko, the queen of Mahogany. But luckily, let's share this life, please. I want this information to go out and go viral so that the information will get straight to Karimo and the other team. If this will subject, I don't want to use the word subject, no. If this will help people's mental health in one or two ways, I was opportune to meet with Mama Tunde's husband. Immediately I got to the house. As I drop on bike, I knocked at the gates. They no get fence, so the house no get outer gates. No, I mean the gates, or let me call it door. Don't let me use gates. Door. That is the door to the sitting room, I guess. I made an attempt to knock. As I stepped into the corridor, I wanted to knock. I saw a bike that drove into the compound. And the bike, easy driver, that they call bike man driver. Nigeria, we lack all those kind of English. But the bike man and another man at the back.
Please, power tap.
The man
Thank
at the
you,
back.
everybody.
Okay, rider. Thank God. I get people who study English here.
Hello, I'm here.
The big gold. Thank you. You're welcome. The Okada rider brought the man. I was just fortunate to meet that man. Not that he came because of me. He said he literally go and drop his car for the mechanic, and he decided to come back home to come and have some rest. So, as I got there, when the man arrived, the man challenged me, like, "Good afternoon. Who are you?" And I answered the man, "Good afternoon, sir. I am myself. I am me." She said, "Who am I looking for?" I said, "I'm looking for Mommy Tunde." And he wants to know the reason why I am looking for Mommy Tunde, which I answered. I said, "I have one or two things to ask. But sorry, sir, who are you?" Because to me, it's now like an interrogation. So I asked, "Who are you, sir?" And he said, he is Mommy Tunde's husband. I said, "Okay, good to have you. Pardon my manners, sir. I don't know anybody. I've been around looking for a way to get here over 2-3 hours now. But funny enough, I only knew you people stay around here, but I don't know the specific streets or the area. But I later got it through asking this one, till I was directed here." The man said, "Oh, no problem." I said, "Not at all. What are you trying to see my wife about?" I said, "I wanted to see your wife concerning the ongoing saga online. Her name is all over the internet. Probably it might not be her real name, but this is the name everybody knew, and even the people closer to her knew they are talking about her." "Say what name?" I say, "Mommy Tunde. Àbúrò Mommy CY, Iyabo Mohbad." He said, "Okay, you are at the right place. This is our house. I am her husband." I said, "Okay, sir. Concerning this issue, I want to know, if you don't mind, sir. If possible, you can face the camera. But if you can't, can I have an audio stuff?" He said because of his work, he might not allow either camera or stuffs. I said, "Okay, no problem. Then let's dialogue. But if anyone goes after you concerning this I'm about to tell you, you can call on me, and I'm going to testify to it at anywhere." I said, "Okay, no problem about that. Thank you, sir." Then we drive at the conversation. I said I have 2-3 questions to ask, if you don't mind. He said, okay. He's ready to attend to the question and is ready to answer some questions on behalf of his wife, which I said, okay, no problem. Adebukola, thank you very much. Which I said, no problem. I said, sir, I want to be sure if it is true that Mohbad's money is going into your wife's account.
God bless you, Arifa.
Because sometimes ago, Baba Mohbad requested for the accounts that Mohbad's money is going. And later, all this account has been denied before. But all of a sudden, Karimo came out and, tell the world that the account does exist. That truly all these accounts exist. And Mama Tunde is in charge of the accounts that money is going into. The man laughed. I'm like, Arifa, let's talk. As you bring out the points, I'm going to be clearing it one after the other. But I might not start from where you ends. I'm going to start from the beginning, which he does. It started from the issue of where CY gave birth, how goes the placenta, where they bury the placenta, and all that, the activity of Mohbad that very day, how Mohbad, very, very happy, giving all the married women in that area 13,000 naira. 13,000 naira. In as much you walk into the house, congratulations, no, you don't win 10K. Jesus. That very day. If you go to the house, congratulations, no, you don't win 10K. That very day.
The family.
It is true that CY did not give birth in the hospital. That wasn't fake news. It is true that Iyabo, a local Arab woman, our baby, was the one who took the delivery. It is true. There's no doubt about that. And it is true that Baba Mohbad called Mohbad for the placenta. There's no doubt about that. But we'll talk about that aspect. Then he later arrived at the right question that I asked. He even called out one man and the woman that took the delivery to be a witness. Then, after that, he said, Arifa, thank you for coming. It shows you don't want to be carried away concerning what Karimo is saying. Everything that Karimo is coming out to say are all lies. That's the way he put it. That if truly Karimo has anything as evidence, she should submit it to the right authority. She should submit it to the right authority. And if she felt she's not safe in submission, why can't she bring it out? All this while. I said, okay. Literally within me, myself, I'm not expecting him to go against his wife, which is true. But in every lies, there should be an atom of truth. The man continued. He said, right from the onset, Karimo and Wummi did not get along at all. I said, why? He said, according to his own observation, he has been into the family for a while, even before Wummi knows Mohbad at all. He has been in the family as an in-law. Wummi usually come to their house. Go. I'm going to my sister's house. You understand? And when they knew each other, he was aware. When things was very rough, where they started from, he was aware. It got to a particular stage when things were like shaking, he was aware. When they get back on track, he was aware. Going further, he said, CY is not in good time with Karimo, all because of one thing. What is that? And that is the fact that Karimo happens to be the only successful person in that family before. She's lucky because of the man she got married to, who took her away from Nigeria down to America. So she always be the one. She always be the one to, sponsor, do one or two things to the family and all that. But when Wummi come across Mohbad and things is going well, the burden shifted, at least a bit away from her. And after everything, she's not comfortable that they are not asking her the way they usually ask her before. When nobody is demanding, nobody is requesting from her, she's not comfortable. It got to a particular stage, she will call to ask if anything is needed. And they were like, she was like, Wummi is now the head of the family because she's doing well. Wummi is not working, actually. Definitely the cash cow, who is Mohbad, is backing. You understand? When we continue, it got to a stage where Karimo called that, okay, your kids, I want to pay their school fees this time around. Your kids. And according to the man, Karimo paid. I think he said he paid for a whole year.
Hey! And they said he paid only
Of
one time.
their own child school fees. He said Karimo has come online to say she is the one who sponsored Wummi, who sent Wummi to school, this, that. That's a lie. Karimo only pay Wummi 1 semester.
Arifa,
Another one.
Arifa,
Yeah?
before you continue, yeah, this is what the man told you, right?
Exactly.
You are saying exactly. So it's not Arifa that is saying. He's just explaining what the man said to him. So let's calm down and listen. Carry on.
Exactly. So, at long run, the center thing between Wummi and Karimo can no longer hold. So things fall apart. And immediately the things fall apart, Karimo has not been in good condition with CY. Okay. when Mohbad issue now occurred, Karimo have never spoke with Mohbad, neither see Mohbad. She didn't even know Mohbad, according to the man. When the issue of Mohbad now came up, Karimo came back home with their mom, in which, according to the man, Karimo has already secured a year's visa for their mom. Queen, what do they use to call her visa's name? Is it migrating visa or something? If I am right.